Good game.
Welcome to the Blue Read Podcast.
What the fuck?
Doing it live again.
Again.
That's all we do.
That's all we do is just do live stuff.
Yeah. I wish we'd just go offline once.
What does that mean?
I want to go offline.
I don't want the pressures.
I want everybody to only view this podcast is if only if they come to my house. Come to my house, I'll let you listen to the podcast.
We still have that.
Or go to Adrian's house. They'll let you listen to the podcast.
I love if one day Gord does just look out the window and there's just like faces staring in.
Oh, what'd you talk about? You talk about the stupid ass conferences that happened last week? That sucked? Like, yeah, he did.
Gore and I have a live Not Another Movie podcast, but he never put it up.
Oh yeah, well that was like 6 months ago we recorded that, so I wouldn't really consider it new.
No. I meant that when I was over at your house.
Oh, that one, yeah. Well, that's not live. I meant like live,
like in person, I should say.
Not yet in person. No online whatsoever. You gotta be here to experience it. And if I see a camera, I'm gonna take and smash it on the ground. That's it.
Even if it's off.
even if you're not using it.
I'm Adrian. You got Gore here. You got David here. This is our video game podcast. Goes up every Friday. Is that what you want to hear, David? When you were like, "Oh, we record this podcast," I guess I'll say everything, even though it's most obviously we're not recording it.
Yeah.
Shut your whore mouth.
If it takes a little while to
process.
Oh, sure. That's a nicer way to say it.
To think words.
To think well.
This week we're talking about a lot of announcements from New Game Plus, the Pokemon Moba, which Gore woke up for. I overslept that, and I was like, "Well, I guess."
I wasn't gonna get up for it, and you said you were up. So
yeah,
well, right.
Yeah, because I had
and his ass didn't even get up. I'm like, all right, cool.
And then I watched Gore's. I did that thing, where you try to like search something up without being spoiled, so you like squint your eyes so you can't see all the thumbnails. Like, oh, what's it gonna be? And then as a Moba,
right in the title. I didn't give a shit.
I went straight to Pokemon Presents, but anyway, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, I put it in the title. Usually, I don't do that with the titles if there's a big surprise
yeah, but who
in there.
Cares? That's the most disliked Nintendo video now.
Really?
Yeah.
So they fucked up, and we'll talk about it later. But they really messed up. They should have did it.
Stream wise, we're doing this live Thursdays nights. Dave and I stream on Sundays with fighting games. I stream Tuesdays with Smash. I hit my subscriber goal, so I'm going to be doing Celeste more. Hopefully, maybe we'll do it tomorrow with Kyle in the call, so that way we can have a live death counter. Yeah. Okay, it's hard to keep track of death counts when I'm playing and then having to stop every 2 seconds. All right, that's a death. Gore and I tomorrow. I think we're still up for that tomorrow, Gore, to do a watch thing.
Oh sure. What time?
It doesn't matter. Probably like around this time.
Yeah, it should be okay. I might be a little late.
All right, so sometime tomorrow around 9, maybe 10 Eastern. Gore and I are going to do a live watch. It's not a watch party, so you don't have to have Amazon Prime to do it. But we're going to live react to I think an hour or two video of just old 2000s commercials.
Yeah, because that. Why not?
Why not? I've been in the mood of. I've been wanting
suggestions recently, and he was like,
one idea that I've had a long time already. I've always wanted to do. I think I might throw it by you. I've always wanted to do like a Twitch stream, but us just finding random YouTube videos and just going through them. Because I love when people just dig up old shit and it's just fun to react to it. Brutal Moose. I don't know if you guys heard of him. He put a video out like a couple days ago where he just went through and watched an old episode of Next. Remember that MTV show? Yes. Where they go on dates for 2 seconds and they get no money for it, and they make just puns or not puns.
Yeah, you have like a bus full of people where it's like
all bros, the most scripted show ever, but it's so fun. It's the dumbest show, but it's so good. But I love doing that, so I kind of want to see if we do test run of that. Maybe we'll find some old shit that we forgot about and maybe go through it with there. That'd be fun. Right. But yeah, so we're doing that. Like I said, I'm streaming. we're doing random stuff every now and then. I don't know what else to say about that. So Games Gone By. This week is our Games Gone By episode for NieR Automata.
Yes.
We're also at the end of this, at the start of Games Gone By, we're going to all throw in our votes or our picks for our fan pick for September before the season of Games Gone By rolls up. So we will have the full list of everything we've ever played on there. And I think a good idea to do is a bonus episode of Games Gone By where we go back and reflect on all the games that we've played over the year. Because
Sure.
we'll have 18 games done by the end of the September pick.
Well, you guys will have 18. I'll have 17.
No. Technically, we'll have 16 because David never finished Rock Fractions.
Yeah, fucker. Well, we didn't really finish it either.
Oh no, we played it before, but David.
Yeah, we did. Like
I mean, you guys watched me attempt to play Frog Fractions.
Yeah, that was fun.
Hey, Kevin Daddy, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. As you can see, we have live stuff going. But yeah, so we will throw our picks in and do that all there. And I think we have a juicy discussion for NieR coming up here later. With that said, Gore doesn't like going first. So David, what'd you play?
During Salt Mines, we played some Street Fighter V, so we played through a little bit of that. And other than that, I've been playing a crap ton of fucking NieR. I had a hard time putting that game down even after finishing it. Still wanted to play some more. I may actually end up going and working on a platinum for that, or 100%ing it, just because holy fuck, fantastic game.
Gore, can I ask without spoiling anything? The way I phrase things about why I'm not going for that platinum? Or the 100%.
Yeah, I know why.
All right, we'll talk about that. All right.
It's a bad idea on your part. Why don't you just wait and do it later?
But yeah, so then you'll talk about that then, David. So anything else you have to say about that?
No, other than all support machine genocide.
I fucking want to kill you.
Sorry,
anyway, he wanted to kill everyone. Gore, what'd you play?
I played a lot of NieR Automata.
I liked it whenever I pulled up the friends list and it was always us three just playing.
Yeah.
Playing NieR at like 1 o'clock.
Achievements to see where everyone was at.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I'm ahead.
No.
Just want to say, I got more achievements right now.
I don't think you do.
I'm probably gonna go. Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't look at yours yet. To be honest, I didn't really care. I just looked at yours.
Even though he's not bragging or anything, I'm just like, hey, I'm still ahead.
I just figured I was because I'm always better than David. So, yeah. David knows that's not true. But yeah, no, I played a lot of NieR Automata. I played that pretty much the entire week. But I also I played more BioShock Infinite on Switch because that's on my Switch. And when I turn my Switch on, that's what's there. So I play it.
But on Switch is on your Switch.
Yeah, it's on my Switch. So it's there. When I turn it on, for whatever reason, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I want to play that. And I'm like halfway through right now. So it's really good on Switch. It runs very well. There's moments where shit's exploding and you're falling off a thing and things are going crazy. And
Switch smooth. Is like, I got this.
Switch is like, this is a 2013 game, bro. I got this.
On 360.
Yeah, on 360. I got it. But yeah, that's it though. Cool. NieR and BioShock, and that's it.
Honestly, good games to play right now.
Yeah, good games. Some old shit, but good games.
We talked about this too. We've been playing a lot of depressing shit for games gone by. If you look at the list, it's predominantly depressing shit.
But only ones that aren't are Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon.
Watch Dogs.
I guess God of War. It's not really that depressing. In the beginning, it's like depressing. Later on, it gets.
And what are the pure happy games?
We don't have any pure happy games.
Watch Dogs, I guess.
Watch Dogs and Frog Fractions.
Watch Dogs is a goof time the entire time.
Except
Chrono Trigger is pretty fun.
Yeah, it gets pretty
there's
fucked up.
There's moments, but there's not that many.
We'll talk more about that retrospective later for that. Anyway, so I've also been just fucking deep into NieR, but moved on from that, beat that. Started Last of Us. I'm probably like 5-6 hours in The Last of Us. I was like, hey, you know what? I finished NieR. NieR was heavy, you know. I'm good. I want
to feel good.
I'm good on. I don't want to start Last of Us because NieR was kind of heavy at the end, and you know what? That kind of fucked me up. Maybe I kind of want to start with a fresh mind in The Last of Us. Yeah. Started it up the next day. I'm like, all right, boys, let's do this. 90 minutes in, I'm like, well, I'm gonna put that down for a while. I'm gonna go walk away for a little bit. And this has been the hardest game for me to play in a long time. Where it's like, I don't want to play it. Like right now, not in a bad way. I'm having a good time, but I'm like, I was explaining to someone, and they were like, "So you're playing?" I'm like, "I'm playing The Last of Us." They're like, "Oh, I never heard of that. How is it?" I'm like, "You know what? So far, it's pretty good. I'm kind of worried." They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Cause it's gonna get really fucked up soon. It's not nothing good happens." They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." Nothing good happens in this game, and sure enough, like 20 minutes later, I'm like, "All right." So maybe eventually we'll have a spoiler cast of that sometime later this year, but woof. Woof. I don't know what else to say about that. Played more Celeste because I hit my subscriber goal. Playing the Farewell chapter, I'm at like 320 deaths in like an hour, so that's fun.
Hell yeah.
David, you're alright. You got that fucked up face, like you did something.
Yeah, he was like
No.
biting off screen for a second. I was like, what the hell's going on?
No, Buddy's cat is meowing at the door, so I just had to yell at it and teach it its place. Don't
Oh,
worry.
that's what you're doing? You muted yourself. I thought you were like, but you went like towards
No,
the
because
right of your screen.
I could hear her meowing over the headphones. I was like, I was probably getting into the mic, and so I just figured I'd yell at her and get her to stop.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeller. Hey, stop doing that thing.
Hey, cat.
Going back to the pound.
Cats usually listen. You yell at it once or twice, and it shuts the hell up.
Yeah, because it knows better. Anyway.
All right. Anyway, that's all.
Again.
Let me just Street Fighter. I'm not a big fan of Street Fighter. So.
Fair.
All right, moving on. We're cracking through it. That's probably the fastest we went through what we played in the last
I mean, this
year.
could also be a really quick. What did we buy too? I mean, depends
Probably
on what
not.
you guys have been.
No, I don't got that much. I'll go through quick.
All right, Gore, what'd you get?
I don't want to go first.
All right,
All
Dave,
right,
what'd you
I'll
get?
So a Kickstarter of mine finally came in. So I got my wonderful 101 in. I actually really like this lithograph cover to it. But yeah, that's all I got.
Cool.
All right, what'd you get?
That's it.
All right.
Well, you might as well show it because I don't have it here. So.
Oh, that thing?
I'm assuming you have it. I don't know.
No, I
Well,
I only took the game out because I have no place to display it. So I'm like, well, so I'll show at least that. I got the Last of Us LE edition.
Show that side. What's wrong with? Yeah, there you go. That's better.
I got an extra collector's edition, which is just a statue in the game. Put it on Facebook sale because I'm like, all right, well, if it sells. If not, I can return it to Best Buy locally. So whatever, it's not a big deal. People keep trying to lowball me on that. Like, I'm like gonna yeah, bro. I priced it at 200, which is literally like MSRP please plus like fucking $10. Cause like whatever, I'm willing to, like, if you say 190, I'll say yes. Like what the fuck ever. I'm just saying 200 because it's a nice even number. People keep trying to say, hey, take 100 for it. No.
No.
I will literally just return the fucking game.
Yeah.
And people also keep asking me, is this
brand new collector's edition?
People keep asking me, is this the PS4? I'm like, no. If it was a PS4, I'm not selling it for $200.
Is this the PS? Does it say PS4 on the fucking front? Do you know?
I took a picture of the back. I took a picture of the back too, and it shows you what's in the box. I got a message like literally like 2 minutes ago saying, "Is this the PS4 or what?" Yeah, bro. Sure.
Yeah, it's a PS4 one.
Yeah.
It's the one that comes with an entire $400 system and the game.
For $200, I got you, bro. You know, I'm just being a nice guy.
Half off, baby. Just for you, baby. Just for you.
But yeah, I got that big ass edition, and I have no place to display any more things. So the same thing with like that Genji statue, which is still in the box somewhere. I'm just like, all right, I'll keep it in there, and then whenever I get more room or just organize shit, I'll put it up. But that's a big boy box. It's a very big boy box. Let's see, what else did I get?
The Last of Us or Genji? I know because my two Overwatch statues boxes are fucking huge. The Hanzo one's pretty big.
No, the Genji, but I'm talking about the Last of Us in general. That box is a big boy box.
The Last of Us one is like the same size as the Doom one, I think.
It is, but the Doom was a helmet, and I was able to. I had like just enough room to be like, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, this I got a lot of games. Let me tell you. Let me play. We'll play a little small game. I got these 3 games. I got Dark Souls 3, 2, Days Gone. Is it? Which game is it? Dark Souls 3 is still sealed, and Red Dead 2. How much?
How much did you pay?
How much I pay closes 1 wins. You can go over, obviously.
20.
60.
20.
Yeah, Gore got it.
Yeah, it's 20. Yeah,
$20, baby. $5 each.
$5 each. $5 each. A lot of people sell their fucking games for $5 each on OfferUp and.
Yeah, so shout out to homie. I flipped Red Dead for 25 like right away. So.
Yeah, Red Dead always goes for like 25.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then found this
Why'd you flip it when I probably would have grabbed it from you?
What? You play on Game Pass.
First off, you can't play
How
on
you gonna
PlayStation.
play it?
Yeah. First off, you can't play on PlayStation because your fucking thing is
Wow.
broke.
Double
Also,
jump over
you're
there.
a cheapskate. Oh, I'm a cheapskate. Go fucking play Red Dead on Game Pass, idiot.
Yeah, Game Pass.
Yeah, but
It's
if I'm
like-
gonna end up liking it like you guys think I will, then I'll want to own it physically
When the
anyways.
fuck you gonna play it though? When? When? You gonna play
When?
it?
Answer.
You gonna play it this year?
Maybe.
When?
I don't know.
Anyway, if I get another copy, I'll let you know. But I'd rather have the money right now.
Fucker.
Got this game for $15. I'm happy because I've always wanted this game. I always want to try it, but never. 3.Game Heroes.
I saw the side of it. I knew
Oh, yeah.
3 Heroes is a great fucking game.
$15. A guy was offering like a stack of games for 40 and it had that game in it, and I'm like, hey, I just want that game. I don't want anything else. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I just want that game. What do you want for it? I was like 10. He's like 15. I'm like, sure.
Just want to buy a single game. I don't get that.
What is the process of this?
he doesn't want them all. Hey, I bet he thought you meant like you give me 40 for one game.
Excuse me?
me.
I saw it here. Shout out to Mega64. I got a mask from Mega64. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Gore and I did a reaction earlier today to Cyberpunk and Biomutant. Gore promised me.
Put down the news too.
Oh right, huh? Let me go put that down. Real quick. Cyberpunk and Biomutant.
Well, not Biomutant.
Cyberpunk and Biomutant.
Biomutant. That's a Biomutant right there.
During the stream, he said he'd stream a game with me, so I got it. So we got Garfield Kart. So Gore and I were gonna stream Garfield Kart. He said it on stream, so you know he's a man of his word.
It was a recording. I could just delete it. Also, I don't think it has online. Actually, why am I getting up? I have it right here. It does?
Yeah, online multiplayer,
How?
baby.
How?
So shout out, Gore and I are gonna stream that sometime soon. So stay
All right.
tuned. It's funny you said that because I just got that in the mail like the day before.
I got that in the mail today too.
Amazon was doing a buy two get one on all games, movies, and music, and books. So I decided to kind of help my book collection. I got the Destiny Grimoire cards, Volume 1 and 2.
Oh, nice.
Because they're leather bound, they look really nice, and I've always wanted to get them.
Okay.
So we're gonna play Destiny sometime, eventually, and they look really nice actually.
Yeah, they do.
Let's see. As a testament to our games gone by, I ended up kind of indulging in some of that, so I got this. I got a little shimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a fun fact about that because that's the World Book, right? The first one.
No, this is the art, the strange works of Taro Yoko, from Dragon Guard to NieR Automata, and it's just like, it's like actual like his like thought process around what he makes. However, I also have that.
There you go.
What's your fun fact, David?
Fun fact: the epilogue to NieR Automata is in the art book.
Cool.
Yeah, because they explained some things. Like I read about that.
Because that was also something he did with the first NieR as well, as he put the epilogue to the game in the strategy guide. He likes to put the epilogues to the games and not the game.
Yeah.
Also, shout out. I got
This
NieR
is
one.
stuff that. Yeah, you got the first NieR.
Hell yeah.
First NieR's a classic.
Hey, how much did I grab for? $20, which is about what it goes for.
Yeah, that's about what it goes for.
Yeah, the only thing I'm missing in that franchise
Dude,
now is
yeah.
I have Dragon Guard 1 and 2. I don't have 3.
We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk more about all that stuff. But yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I pre-ordered the World Guide too, so that's gonna be good. But yeah, I'm in, dude. I'm so in. It's not even funny. And then I get anything else.
I can't wait to do this with Yakuza too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe you should have picked Yakuza over fucking Nocturne, but you know.
Yeah.
Yakuza's longer than Nocturne.
Yeah,
I don't care.
What do you mean it's long? I don't give a fuck. The problem isn't that it's long; it's that it's bullshit. You get it?
Hello.
No.
You get it? Hello? You there?
On Switch Digital, I got Elliot Quest because it was like 9 cents. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
And then I got this game called Round Guard, which looked really good. It's like a roguelike, but it's like a Peggle style. Like pinball where you gotta shoot things back and then bounce in between things. It looks really cool. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take that. And that's it. Moving on.
Shit.
Moving right.
Or what'd you get?
Oh yeah, you already did yours.
Yeah,
Well, all right, I'll show it. I brought it over here. I got the Ellie edition of Last of
What's
Us.
the quality of the statue?
It's pretty nice. Here, let me get the. There you go.
That's pretty good.
You can see her upside down. There you
Drop
go.
it now. You won't.
I
balls.
can't because it dropped.
Do
right
it. No
on my,
balls.
it dropped right on my mic. That's more important. There you go. Statue's good. I thought the face would look weird because I saw some unboxings, but it looks okay. It looks fine. So statue's nice. The book bag's really cool. I already filled it with shit, so it looks like it's like a full
Literal.
book. Yeah, I filled it with literal shit. It's leaking all over.
Oh, David did dab.
He dabbed. He did it. Everybody wanted it, and it happened. I went to a thrift store yesterday.
Tell me you got Rule of Rose.
Yeah, I got Rule of Rose. That's where I got Rule of Rose the first time. Well, it wasn't a thrift store.
Everyone gets Rule of Rose at thrift stores.
I got this.
Hell yeah.
It was $4. It works.
Don't curse me like that, Stingray.
David, you got the
Wait,
Rona?
what the hell is that nonsense?
That's the keyboard from Rock Band.
It's a keytar, bro.
What
Keytar.
mongrel is that?
The
Dude, yeah, what the fuck? That's great, dude. I love that
Light
thing.
as hell, bro. Yeah, here.
You could put straps with like a keytar, but you could also put a stand too.
Yeah.
Rock Band, baby.
Like, I get the point of a keytar, but why the fuck would you bother with that for like Rock Band?
You could connect it. You can connect to MIDI too, so it actually works as an actual keytar too.
Fuck off. Anyway,
Fuck off.
you fuck off.
This is an interesting aspect ratio for Gore now. Not used to it.
Oh.
Oh no! All right.
Is that good? All right. There you go. All right. I got a bundle of games.
Focus enough for me to see what game that
Shut the
was.
fuck up. Shut up.
Shut up.
I got 4 games for $10 off OfferUp. Guitar Hero 3. It won't work with the keytar, but
Then what's the point of the guitar?
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
You're an idiot.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said, "What's the point of the guitar if you can't use it in Guitar Hero 3?"
It's not the fucking.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
This is a Blockbuster case, which I thought was cool, but it's for the bigs too.
I thought it was straight up just a Blockbuster game. I was like, what? It's been that long since I've seen a Blockbuster
No,
case.
I made a Blockbuster video game. There's a Blockbuster board game.
Yeah.
Capcom Classics Collection. I also got Garfield Kart.
Hell yeah, Stream Baby.
I also got Overcooked 1 and 2 on disc.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't realize they did a disc for those.
They did. Shut up. Anyway, last thing I got. Actually, no. I forgot. I also got these. I got a little Samurai Jack figure.
Ooh.
I got another one too. Here's a
Ooh.
little guys.
Party.
Fucking party. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Did I fucking stutter?
Yes,
Yeah,
actually.
A couple weeks ago, I mentioned that. A few weeks ago, actually, I mentioned that I really wanted to get a Chrono Trigger Shadow Box.
Oh no.
Get it?
But I got the Stardew Valley one instead, and
If you're gonna tell this story for the fun of it, you're like, that's all. That's just to remind you.
Just a reminder that I said that I was going to, I didn't, and everybody chastised me, said, "Oh, that was a fuck up. You fucked up, bro." And I was like, "Oh, maybe I did, bro. I don't know." I decided I gotta make it right. So
And
I
then
got
Another Stardew Valley. What?
I got another Stardew Valley.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. Oh.
Now David wants it.
Let's set you back total again.
How much was this one? 55. It was a lot.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. It's pretty small though.
With
looks
what
big.
we've been saying about fucking buying vinyls, that's not bad anymore.
Yeah, it's not bad. No. But you know what? I was like, you know what? God,
I just need another one.
I gotta have another one. So I bought another one right there. So there you go. I got that
hell
one.
yeah.
So I got both.
And then you know what I said? I just can't have them too.
I just got another one, Bob.
That
Yeah.
campfire one is just such
I might end up getting the campfire one sometime.
It's from Retro Games Crafts. He does a good
Shout
job.
out to Retro Games Crafts.
Sponsor me.
Sponsor,
Not David.
Sponsor us.
No, not
Sponsor
David.
me, one man. That makes
David
me-
has 2 followers on Twitter. Don't sponsor him.
Yeah,
Sponsor me. I'm the life of the podcast.
No, if I removed you right now.
he's the death of the podcast.
Anyway.
My ass.
No, eat my ass.
Eat my ass.
All right, that's it. That's all.
Also, Gore got shouts to THQ Nordic and Key Meller. He got SpongeBob.
Sure, but I didn't play him yet, so I don't need to talk about him yet.
But you got it.
Because I'm going to do videos for him, so.
Oh, is that what the thing is?
Thank you for spoiling it, jackhole.
Oh, no. I
didn't get it from Key Mailer, by the way.
Oh, not Key Mailer, right? Evolve.
Terminals.
Powered by Evolve.
But
News!
The site is called terminals.io.
News time. Damn, we're on news in 25 minutes in? Hell yeah.
Oh, we are?
Hell yeah. All right.
Kinda. We already did the trivia out of the podcast.
All right. So, first things first. Rest in peace, Mixer.
Rest in peace, Mixer.
Money and cheese.
Joel Schumacher.
If I didn't know how to stream through Skype now, that would have been a big rip.
Yeah. And now, what are we gonna do?
Go back to live like normal.
Yeah, man. I got paid out by Mixer to stream on there. Yeah, I can just go anywhere now.
Yeah.
$5 they gave me. I think Ninja they gave him like what, like $30, right?
Yeah.
So I was pretty
$20 and handy.
$30 or 30 million and something like that. I mean, one of those.
But that was, I know it was gonna happen because they're the only streaming site that did not show growth during the Rona.
Yeah.
They show like,
I don't think they showed much growth at all.
They show like really. A 0.3% like growth, and everyone else had like, even Facebook gaming was up like 80%.
Yeah,
so,
Microsoft's like, maybe that's the better call. But
yeah, so they're teaming up with Facebook Gaming in a way, so they're collapsing Mixer, working with Facebook, and then anyone that was tied to Mixer has free reign to go wherever they want. So chances are they're going to go back to Twitch. Sucks for a lot of the staff there kind of got fucked because they were like they had no idea. They were told like they found out at the same time we did, and even some of them, I forget what her name was, but one of the girls there was like, she was asked last week to take a picture for her town hall for her like 3-year anniversary or something. Like, But I think she got relocated to another section of Microsoft. I hope everyone else got bounced back somewhere. That sucks though. But Mixer, I like Mixer a lot. Mixer was like really good, like streaming wise. That was really nice. But
well, rest in peace, Mixer.
You did good, kid.
Well,
you did bad, kid.
Well, it sucks for everybody that really liked that site, but
all right, this one is gonna be I'm just labeling it as a new announcements, but it's literally like 7 stories.
EDF6. All right.
All right, we'll move on from that. New game.
EDF6 was announced. Spoilers, it's the same shit it's been for the last 85 other games. That's right, there's 85 of them, even though it's only up to 6. Welcome back, fuckers. Don't say anything.
Yeah, just leave it at that. That's comedy right there. Just welcome back, fuckers. All right.
No,
new game X. No, fuck David.
They didn't want to say something. Go ahead.
No, just keep going.
Okay, that's good.
See, I told you. See, David recognizes comedy when he's like, you know what? I'll leave it there. Yeah. New Game Expo. Gore watched this. What's the rundown? What was important from there?
Oh, I can't tell you the rundown. It was fucking.
Fuck you, Casey. All right, continue.
All right, it's just a random fuck, Casey.
No, he knows what he did.
I'm not looking at the chat, so
did.
It was filled with weeb bullshit. So
hey, Catherine, for 30 minutes.
No, not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. It was because they hyped it up. No, really, it was like they hyped it up as like Atlas is gonna be there, Sega's gonna be there, and we're like, oh shit, Atlas is gonna be there, and it started off with fucking Catherine full body on Switch, and that was all from Atlas. That was it.
It's like, okay, we have Sega and Atlas. We have the hybrid company. Papa Sega, they've been putting Yakuza out on Steam. They've been putting Yakuza out on Xbox. Maybe we're finally getting the rest of the Yakuza game. Nah, fuck that. We're not going to have that. We've been waiting for Shin Megami Tensei 5 since the
fucking... I don't know who we is.
The Switch. Shut up, I'm talking here. We've been waiting for that since the goddamn announcement of the Switch.
Gore, have you been waiting for that?
I have been waiting for that for over 3 years now.
Waiting for what?
Shin Megami Tensei 5?
Yeah,
that was revealed with the fucking reveal of the Switch itself. And we still have no fucking idea what's going on with that game. Fucking Persona 4 comes out on Steam, so it's like, all right, where's the other Persona games? Where's, where's fucking 3 and 5? The only other 2 Persona games that exist, apparently. Because fuck you, Atlas. Couldn't even recognize Persona 2 on its goddamn anniversary. Sorry, this is David Rance now. And fucking
I forgot about David Rance.
Yeah, David Rance again here. So we go ahead and we get Papa Sega, just be like, fuck you, whatever. They didn't even celebrate fucking Sonic on there on its anniversary either. Goddamn, we get fucking 30 goddamn minutes of a goddamn fucking 9-year-old game on the Switch. Fuck you, Atlas.
Just peaceful.
Catherine's pretty good. I like Catherine.
Nobody was screaming at it. Nobody was screaming in this scene.
That's the game. But we have so much other shit that we've been waiting for, looking forward to, so much else you can announce. And motherfuckers go ahead and give us Catherine for 30 fucking minutes after it's since fuck.
They showed it for 30 seconds.
Shame. But at least we got one goddamn good thing out of that. We got Curse of the Moon 2. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they announced Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2.
Fucking great looking game.
They announced a couple things I'm interested in. I wouldn't say that. There's a new dating sim where you're a girl in a cafe and you have to romance like demons. I'm in. I'll play that. They showed the new Yeast game.
Yeast.
Oh,
yes. Gotcha.
Greece?
Yeah, whatever. Greece game.
Greece.
Yeah. They showed the new one, the 9th one. They showed that Trials of Cold Bullshit 4 or whatever. Trials of Steel or Cold Steel.
A lot of people say that if you like the Persona games, you'd actually like Trials of Cold Steel.
I don't care. I can't even play Persona now. What the fuck? I'm gonna play Trials because it's like Persona? What the fuck? They showed a new Harvest Moon game. That looks
I love like getting
trash.
a quick guess on how it was when you look at Gore's face and just.
Yeah, it looks like shit. It looks like an early tech demo, but they said it's coming out this year, so I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be trash like the last 5 fucking Harvest Moon games.
I mean, let's be honest. Do we really need Harvest Moon anymore?
No, we have Story Seasons. There's no point.
Also,
Stardew, but like Story Seasons is Harvest Moon though. That's what Harvest Moon actually is. And Harvest Moon, the name is just used by fucking whoever makes them, Natsumi, whatever. Yeah, they just use that name even though it really isn't Harvest Moon. It's not made by the same people that made Harvest Moon. The last good Harvest Moon game was on the 3DS, I think. That's what people say at least. It was like early in the 3DS life too. But yeah, this new one looks like shit. But hey, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, which was Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town, comes out next month for Switch. July 14th. That's gonna be a crazy month for Switch for me. Deadly Premonition. That's gonna be a crazy week for Switch because you got Deadly Premonition 2 on the 10th, then you got Friends of Mineral Town on the 14th, and then on the 17th you got that Paper Mario game, which I hope is good.
I'm gonna wait on that one.
I'll wait if the reviews aren't great. They have to be like 80s for me to get it.
I'm just gonna wait for you to play because I know you'll give me an honest opinion either way.
Who, me? No, well, I'll say it's fucking great. It's the best game ever. It's so good. But the Metacritic score is 30. It's great. It's so good. Just as good as Super Mash.
Oh, God,
remember that game? Super Mash?
Yeah, great game.
Yeah, that game's great. I love it. I haven't played it and I never will, but look, it's great.
Also, Green Super Flash, you should play EDF. I'd suggest starting with 5. Great fucking.
I played the first couple of EDF games, like the Insect Armageddon and the first one on 360. That's the 2 I played, and they're fun.
2017.
2017, yeah. They're fun.
Yeah, they're great games.
It's like Dynasty Warriors.
Insect Armageddon is trash, but the rest of them
they're like Dynasty Warriors except with guns. That's pretty much it.
Fucking great.
Yeah,
and they have like a really dark and fucking horrible story when you really like it's offset by the cheesy B acting that's in there to kind of reminisce of those cheesy B movies that it's kind of based on. But when you actually like listen to the dialogue that's going on, it's a fucking dark ass game. Great.
It's great. It's great. So
well, hey, we like dark ass games on this podcast.
Yeah, usually I like the games to not be stupid, but
all right.
The gameplay is what I mean.
It's fun.
I don't hate fun. You just said it's dark and miserable, the story. And you're like, you just don't like fun. Like,
Yeah.
how
Gameplay
is
is great. You fucking ragdoll giant ass frogs and giant
I
robots into a
know.
book. Great.
I've seen those games. They're weird. They're silly. Big robots and
Fun.
big aliens and big ants and big whatever spiders and big whatever the fuck. And you shoot them. Oh, they're dead. Look at them fly. Like, whatever.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah. Anyway, they didn't really show anything else. They showed one. There's one teaser in that fucking show that was so confusing. I don't know what the game's called. It was right before Curse of the Moon, though. Like right before. It was literally somebody under a bridge, and they zoomed in on him, and then it just cut away and said the title of the game. I was like, what the fuck? And they didn't bring it up again. So I was like, okay, there's a bunch of shit like that where it's just like, look at this weird shit. We're not gonna explain it to you. Next game. It was very much a weeb centric stream. If you love that stuff, then it's all for you, baby. Except for the couple things that were actually cool. But it wasn't.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, Crescent Moon 2 was a hype announcement.
Shout out to Eternal Con.
Yeah, I guess.
Shout out to Dark Con.
Shout outs to Eternal Con, a convention that me and Adrian went to 2 years ago.
They obviously didn't do anything for Rona, but are they just fucked now? Because
they're
like they had to they downscaled because of that, right? They were like, all right, we're doing pretty bad right now, so we're gonna downscale a little bit.
No, it's not that they downscaled. It's that last year they went to the same place they did 2 years ago when we went, and there was just not that many people there. So I'm assuming they're gonna downscale, but it was too late anyway. So I think it's just fucked. I don't think it's gonna happen again, which is fine because it sucked hard last year.
It wasn't that great when we were there either. It was like, all right.
It was fun. Yeah, it was all right. It was fun.
Jar was pissed because he didn't buy it. He wanted to buy anything, but he couldn't find anything to buy. All right. Next up is the Gore's favorite, the Pokemon MOBA, Pokemon Unite.
I don't really give a shit. Whatever. Like, I just don't understand why they announced this. Like, last week they ended their Pokemon Presents, which was pretty fun. A 10-minute stream of just like a dumbass brushing your teeth game, and then the cafe, and then a hype announcement with new Pokemon Snap. I don't know why they hyped this one up at the end of that. Like, if it was going to be something really cool.
Because I guarantee you, they honestly thought this was going to be the most, like, fan reactionary one. Because
bringing Tencent in was a bad idea.
Me too, though, because, like Casey said, because, they want to get into the Chinese market. That's kind of the way you do it. And especially for a MOBA style game, like looking at the gameplay, it looks fine. And like as far as MOBA goes, it looks like an interesting little MOBA, but that thing's going to be microtransaction to hell. It's going to be mediocre actual gameplay at best long term, and it's probably going to get abandoned as quickly as it comes. But it's one of those things that I honestly, I'm more surprised that a Pokemon MOBA hadn't come out sooner, but this should not have been the game that was shown off by itself. That should have honestly been Pokemon Snap. If the Pokemon Company...
Well, no, it shouldn't have been anything. It should have just been like all last week and then ended with Pokemon Snap, because that would have made people like, oh, Pokemon MOBA is dumb, and then Pokemon Snap, oh, and then...
Imagine the flipped reaction if Pokemon Snap, if they're like, hey, we got one more thing, we want to show it off by itself. Imagine the reaction if finally, after all these years of everyone begging for a new Pokemon Snap...
No, but you can't do that all alone with how much they didn't have there. That game is far off.
I don't inherently disagree, but I think it still would have gone over better than...
As much as I get that we all like Pokemon Snap, that would be a bad solo direct thing.
No,
I think
people would be hyped. It would not be bad. You're insane. People would be hyped. It would get no dislikes at all. It would literally have 0 dislikes. 0, not a single dislike. I don't understand how you think that would be a bad one.
No, I think if you're gonna say
a single direct thing just for a game,
with what they showed.
I think
when it's literally just a trailer.
But what did they show in fucking the direct that happened? They showed
I'm not saying this one
gameplay, and they had a bunch of people nobody fucking knew or gave a shit about play it
Now, if they
the
did
most
now
boring
what
way
I'm saying,
possible.
if they did like a playthrough of like maybe a quick like part of Pokemon Snap or something like, hey, here's how it is now or what we're doing, sure.
No.
I think in general,
One trailer would be fine. People like the Tony Hawk thing. And
sure,
it was just
but
a trailer,
and separating two separate directs is dumb. I think. Just in general,
sure,
I think
but
that's dumb.
if you're gonna hype one up, why the fuck this game that you should know people are not gonna like? Like, there's no way people are gonna like this announcement. If you announced that at the end of the last one, like, oh, we got a new thing, because they were announcing all the new Pokemon shit last week, so like all the weird.
It should have all been lumped
like
together. That's what I
Smile
think. I think it should have all been lumped together. There's no reason for it to.
And Pokemon
ever...
Snap should have been. Everybody has been requesting Pokemon Snap.
The reason why though is obviously it's Tensei.
No one was requesting a MOBA Pokemon. Not a single person.
Obviously, it's Tencent money saying, "Hey, we want our own thing."
Sure, that's probably what it is, but
it 100% is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but it's still stupid. No, I mean, you can throw as much money as you want at it. It's still stupid. It should have been this Pokemon Presents. Yeah, they got hate for it, and when that game comes out, it's gonna be just like Diablo fucking Immortal.
It's funny though if you look at
like people just remember how shitty that reveal was, and nobody's gonna want to play it. It's gonna die, just like David said.
Death.
You have to reveal your game in a way people like the reveal. If they revealed it last week where they had all the weird games and then the updates on Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sword and Shield, then it would have been like, okay.
Sure. No, I legitimately think they should have just obviously cut out all the shit like of nonsense. Because first, having the Tencent guy there saying, "Oh, we're very excited to bring new," fuck off.
I could see the evil in his eyes. I saw it.
Yeah, you saw the dollar signs roll up.
Yeah.
Like it should have just all been one thing. I don't think. I think even honestly, like I don't think they should have even separated if it was just Pokemon Snap. Just fucking keep it all together. End it on Snap. That would have been good. And Snap is like the showstopper.
Mm-hmm.
Like mic drop. Cool. Pokemon Snap. We're out. Because like I don't know what you're expecting. Like a whole Pokemon Direct coming next week. It's like everyone's like obviously.
It wasn't a whole Pokemon Direct either way.
No, but I'm saying is what they're saying like.
It's called Pokemon Presents, by the way.
Whatever.
Direct.
When they're
not
saying
direct. It's not Nintendo. It's fucking Pokemon Company.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Either way, like saying, "Oh, we got big news coming the next week." It's like, what the fuck else do you think people are gonna think it is? Legitimate. Out of everything, like, know your fans. What do you think is gonna happen? People think it's gonna be your Let's Go Johto. Let's go fucking what is it, Togepi, whatever the fuck is gonna be, and then fucking
like a Gen 4 remake that's been
and Gen 4 remake. I literally
could be anything.
It could, but that was like mostly those two. Like there was literally like
no other Pokemon Tournament 2. Nobody fucking know. It could be anything.
I think literally everyone split down the path. Every Pokemon fan or anyone that was expecting that was split down. All right, it's gonna be one of those two things, and it was neither, and it was a MOBA from Tencent.
Yeah, exactly. So it could have been anything. It could have been something stupid nobody wanted. I'm just surprised it's coming to the Switch. I thought that'd just be a fucking stupid mobile game, but I mean, I guess that's cool. I guess I could try it. It's on Switch.
If it's a good beginner one, cool. Because I think MOBAs are so hard. I think MOBAs are one of the hardest things to like get into.
Just obviously we played one. And it was the most boring fucking game I ever played.
Which I mean, it says a lot because I think Overwatch, when you look at it spectacularly, like if you're just looking at Overwatch, it looks fucking like way too overstimulating.
Sure.
But I think the same thing too. I'm sure if I sat down for like a day, I'd get it. It just doesn't. It never really caught me. I'm not even trying to talk shit on MOBAs. I've been open to them, but they just never get me. Like the aesthetic is very not there for me.
See, I dig MOBAs. I've been playing them since basically Aeon of Strife, the StarCraft map, and it's one of those things that I dig the genre, but there hasn't been like a really strong MOBA in a long ass time, and I think it's just because it's a hard genre. Period.
Well, even that, it's hard. It's a hard genre because 2-3 games dominate the entire fucking thing. So it's like, why are you gonna bother?
Yeah.
You're not gonna dethrone anything.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Pokemon MOBA happened. That was weird.
Yeah.
Halo...
That was a bad choice. Nintendo, you did it. It's your fault. And now I look at you in a different way. Good congrats. You suck.
A Halo Infinite trailer or teaser trailer.
Oh, we're talking about that? Okay. So there's a guy, he's talking shit. He's saying, I'm gonna mess everybody up. It's some guy from Halo Wars 2. That's it. All right. So what's the next thing?
I'm just excited to like get closer to
Oh.
what Halo is. Like I'm excited that
we'll
we're like
see. We'll see next month.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm still not too sure. Even though they confirmed it, I'm still like, it's been over 2 years. We haven't seen a single thing of gameplay.
It's been over 5 years since we had the last Halo.
We've seen in-game footage, but we haven't seen gameplay. I mean, I'm sure it'll just look like Halo. It's when it starts, I swear it's gonna start. I'll be like, yeah, it's Halo. I don't know what the fuck I was expecting. Like he's gonna whip out like he's gonna whip out like, some cards and duel or some shit. Like,
yeah, you say that, but the way I don't know. Like obviously, and I still say we're both huge Halo fans, but I don't know. I need some Halo. Like it's been so long, and since we had like, and that's the thing that's the one thing that fanboys piss me off about. Like, oh, it's the Microsoft thing. I don't know why you guys are getting hyped over July. It's more Gears and Forza and Halo. I'm like, bitch, we haven't had a new Halo game in 5 years. Y'all have had 2 Horizons, 2 Ratchet and Clanks, 2 Spider-Mans. We have not had a single like new Halo.
Yeah. So shut up.
I want Halo. I want to kill Flood.
In the last 2 years, you had what, like 5 Drive Sport games or whatever, Drive Club games. I don't know.
Drive
Do they even make those anymore?
No, dude.
You've had 2 Spider-Man games.
I just really want I want Halo to come back to like full form. Like, cause I think Halo 5's multiplayer is fantastic, but it didn't resonate with me just because I think maybe it's just the entire. Oh, 2. Yeah, well, 2's the fucking king.
No. I was gonna say 2 Uncharted games also since Halo 5 came out. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and yet Halo was the one that
3 if you want to be an asshole and count Last of Us Part 2, because you can jump now. So.
But dude, like maybe it was just the aesthetic of Halo 5 and how it sucks that Halo, one of the games that I've always loved, was like a joke to all of us. It was a joke. It was just a joke to us at the end.
Yeah.
We gotta finish the fight. Kill each other. We just kill each other.
I love that. That one. I don't know if Kyle's still in the chat, but that might be one of my favorite videos. I always watch that video just like every few months. It's such a
good video. And then as poetic, and then I get betrayed back, and then Guru. I think it's Guru. No, it's Kyle that betrays. But as poetic as life is, he disconnects from the game on his way to complete the mission. So you look at Chief just fucking walk past where you're supposed to stop and it's fall off, and you're going, no, wait, where are you going? Don't fall off. It's a fantastic video.
I thought Kyle really was just doing that on purpose, but he disconnected from the game, and the game just decided that he's moving, I guess.
Oh, God.
This is the thing he had to get to, and just walks right off. So good.
Poetic.
We got hyped because it said finish the fight. Oh.
We were joking about that the entire time.
Yeah. That's a great moment. I love that video. I think had some views too, I think. So our Halo 5 playthrough, even though like the audio is kind of fucked up, it has a lot of views.
But it's dumb that it turned into a joke. As much as we like were laughing about it, it's like, man, it should never have been a joke though.
Honestly, I'm okay with it because I thought it was fucking funny.
Yeah, but I want Halo to come back to its form, and I'm hoping that 5 years. If this is not it, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, Halo's not going to be what it probably still won't. I don't think Halo's ever going to be what it was, but who knows?
Sure.
I mean, I would have said the same thing about God of War, and Sony managed to bring it back.
I would have said the same thing about God of War, because God of War has been God of War the entire time.
Yeah, but I'd say it definitely.
It's still God of War. It was just
definitely
great.
It petered out in what people wanted out of it. I think it said what it needed to say, and then Sony's like, "Fuck that, we're good still."
It screamed what it needed to say. It's more accurate because Kratos can fucking yell.
Kratos. Screams his own name.
Ares.
All right, next. But yeah, so there's a teaser, and we'll get more of it next month, which I'm excited for. Crash 4 got leaked.
Yeah, it did.
Unfortunately,
it got leaked. Also got announced.
Jeff Keighley can't. Yeah, it got announced, but Jeff Keighley can't catch a break when it comes to announcing shit. But yeah, so that happened. It's $6 game.
Yeah.
It did not look like it.
Pretty good. I watched it a little bit more. I've watched the trailer a few times more. It looks better for the most part than what I originally gave it credit for. It looks like it could be fun. I don't know. They showed some screenshots too on their Twitter of like the world and stuff, and I was like, okay, it looks nice. I'm gonna give it a try. Obviously, I just $60 is a little much, especially since it comes out the same day as Star Wars Squadrons, and that's a $40 game. And that game has a co-op. I think it has co-op campaign or whatever, and it has a regular campaign. No, I think it's just single player and then the multiplayer. But whatever, it has both of those, and it's Star Wars. You think that shit would be 60 just because it's Star Wars, but anyway, Crash is 60.
Squadrons looks great though. As someone has never played that before, oh, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's different anyway. Like, it's not really Rogue Squadron.
I just want a dogfight, dude.
Rogue Squadron was third person, so
I just want dogfights. Right? I love dogfighting games. Shoutouts to Snoopy Flying Ace. It's so fucking underrated. It's fantastic.
Flying Ace is a really good game.
You ever heard of that game, David?
No.
So Snoopy Flying Ace is literally just a dogfighting. Like, what dogfighting game would you relate that to most? Or I never played other ones.
I guess Crimson Skies.
Yeah, I'd say that. It's so good, dude. I played that game so much when it came out, and then I took a break from it for years and years and years. I went back to it for some reason and just got into another just wave of just playing that game. That game needs to come back somehow.
Fun game. Fun game.
All right, next up we have the Min Min reveal. Min Min is our new Smash fighter coming out on the 29th.
The one thing this week Nintendo did right. Good job, Nintendo.
Clap, clap.
Clap. You get one.
This is who I wanted when I heard ARMS is coming out. I was like, all right, give me Min Min. That's all. That was my main in ARMS. I would have been fine with Twintel. That Lollipop DLC character was cool too, but Min Min was the one I wanted, and we got her.
I played Min Min too. I played a lot of Min Min.
Yep.
I mean a lot. I mean the first day it came out. Her and there's a robot character I remember. I played that character. I don't even remember if it was a. Let me look at what the fucking character's name is.
I was hoping for Twintail, but Min Min's a good choice as well.
She was one of the last ones fighting for it.
I don't know why I thought ARMS Robot would give me that.
Are you talking about Bark and Bite?
I don't know the name. I don't remember. Just give me what I want. Bark and Bite. Let me look that up. Fucker.
But no, I also like what they did with the trailer. The second that they had the kind of poster child, because I don't know the names really too much either. But the second they had the guy that's already in assist trophy and they're going for him, like they're gonna do the same thing they did with Terry, aren't they? And I don't know why. I actually really like the aesthetic of doing that.
I love the idea that not only do all of us want characters to be in Smash, all the characters want to be in Smash themselves too.
Mechanica? Is that it?
Mechanica. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
That's the robot girl. The girl in the robot. She floats. I played as her a little bit.
I'll float down.
We need to play. See, David, get ARMS. We can play ARMS for fucking.
I don't remember her name, but I played it as her. I played the game for a few hours.
Hey, David.
I'm getting ARMS.
David, if the GameStop has that $30 deal right now. Oh, is it out?
ARMS is discontinued.
Oh, is
Did
it
you
not?
not see that? It's like not even on GameStop you can get it anymore.
Never mind. Sorry, David, you fucked up.
But you can get it still for like $40-$50 online. But yeah, ARMS is for some reason just they don't make it physical anymore.
Oh, but you can do that. You can do that for Pokken though, David. David, so if you buy a $30 game right now at GameStop, you can get any used game for half price.
Yeah. Is he alive?
It's time, David.
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Flash sale, buy any pre-owned game, 30 or more, get another one half off.
I just told you that. Me and Gore both went on that.
That's weird. I wish someone told me that.
You know what? You fucking mongrel.
But you can get SpongeBob, and then you can get the.
I don't give a fuck about SpongeBob.
What?
Get Stranger's Wrath on Switch. That's what I did.
I already have it 3 different ways.
So me too,
I don't
dumbass.
Way.
And whatever you need to buy, just fucking get it.
That's a chode.
Get Code Vein.
Chode Vein.
Actually, I have been wanting Code Vein.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Well, no, but that's like a $25 game, I think. Unless you get
That's true. If I'm gonna get something, I want to make my money's worth.
Well, that's what I mean. You buy a $30 game.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it $30?
I'm pretty sure it is right now.
I'll get that then. That's not bad. Do it. Do it. Come on.
Oh, hey, they got Ring Fit in stock.
There you go, David.
Ring Fit's been fucking going in stock like every few hours. I just see Warriors.
Hey, David. I joked about that being Games Gone By, but you should buy it just in case I want to be sadistic and make it a Games Gone By.
I'm not paying $70 on offhand chance we're doing Games Gone By.
All right, well then you better hope I don't say
we're
that
gonna
soon.
Do it. Fuck you. Oh God.
I legitimately thought about doing that.
I'm sure you did. You sick fuck.
Nasty man.
You nasty man.
All right, what's the next topic?
Let's see. Next topic is Day of the Devs. Anything come out for that?
I didn't really watch it. It was a lot of indie stuff. Tim Schafer was there. He's being funny. Not really much. I can't tell you much. When I mentioned it, I didn't really mean we should talk about it. I just said it was the thing that happened. Right before that, though, they announced that Avatar: The Last Airbender is coming to Smite, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Fucking choice, Jesus!
What the fuck? I
watched your reaction of that, and goddamn that. Especially off the back of, like, I remember, I think the last character they announced before that was Cthulhu. So we go from fucking Cthulhu to all of a sudden Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that's similar.
Yeah.
Similar IPs. Is Cthulhu
right.
an IP? I guess Lovecraft, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, Lovecraft.
Anyway, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
That was a fantastic video. I think that was exactly how it should be, which is like not too long, not overdone. Showed a really cool mechanic that's brand new, and it had developers that were like engaging, and not necessarily they didn't feel like they were reading offhand too much, because I feel like that's the thing that happens a lot of these. And I mentioned it during our reactions. I feel like a lot of and I get it. These are developers, not necessarily on camera people, so they're not used to being on camera. But the dude they have for Cyberpunk he just felt like he was just talking about his game and was very excited to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it took him like 7 years for it to come out.
Had a girl with a badass name in there, Saya Elder.
Saya Elder.
That's a badass name.
Sounds like a character, NPC.
Sounds like someone that you would meet in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, no, that sounds like when I said NPC, like just a character you see in a town, but it's like a town filled with like a group called Saya or whatever, so it's Saya Elder or whatever.
But yeah, badass name. But yeah, no, that was exactly what I want when I see these kind of like, oh, you want to learn more about this game? Go look at this, and that's exactly what I wanted. It was fantastic. It was super fun. Really good. The brain dance. Fucking weird name, but fucking that sold me. Like, I mean, I was already sold, but I mean, like, that was like super cool because I like that they're playing with the first person perspective. It's like, because I felt like that first person is very constraining. I feel like no one really ever does anything with that.
Sure.
But anything else you have to say about that, Gore?
That game's gonna have a lot of like moments where you're not. I mean, the whole car stuff, like you can be third person in the car and stuff. So
right.
And there's gonna be a lot of ways to see your character because they're really banking on like customizing your character too, to the point where like characters will say stuff about the way you're dressed. Be like, hey, nice coat or whatever. Hey, like people will like you more if you're wearing a certain like coat or whatever. Yeah, no, it was a good presentation. They didn't show too much though. They had a story trailer. It's been almost a year since they showed anything really. So they showed a story trailer, which was good. It was a good little indicator of what happens in the beginning of the game. And they also explained what's up with you. You okay?
You saw a deal.
I think Amazon's having a stroke. It's not in stock, which I'm not surprised, but they have the Deathmark limited edition, brand new for $16, but pre-owned for $40 for Switch.
Gordy, did you see what someone got the deal for half off on GameStop for the other night? When that deal first hit, someone got Pocky and Rocky on SNES for $67.
No.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Yep.
God damn.
I hope it's a fake game when they
Fuck that guy.
It's out of principle, but.
What'd you say?
I said I do too out of principle, but.
It might be actually, because people have gotten fake games from GameStop.
Yeah.
So
I hope he got a good deal.
I don't, because I didn't get it. So fuck
exactly. Fuck him. Who gives a shit?
Anyway, David, did you get anything from it or no?
Fuck me up. What'd you say?
David, you get it?
Oh, did you get it?
I'm looking through right now to see what they have because like everything I've been interested in is out of stock.
Not. Do you not have Code Vein?
I haven't looked up Code Vein yet. I'm still looking through all the Switch shit.
Oh, because you're trying to buy some. You said you wanted Code Vein.
Yeah, I do want Code Vein.
So why are you looking through the Switch stuff?
Because he wants to see if he wants to get something else besides Pokken.
No,
He might not
Pokken.
like
Pokken.
It's
Well,
half
you might-
off. You made me buy Grand Blue. Fuck you. Go buy Pokken.
Hey,
Yeah,
he
no.
bought Grand Blue
Fuck
free.
off. I bought Grand Blue
didn't
specifically
play.
because no. I bought it specifically because we'll play it. So that means you owe me. So go buy it right now.
He didn't force you to do anything.
I'm going to find it.
Just type in Pokken.
No.
He wants to see what else is on sale so he can buy it instead and say, fuck you. How about that?
Why does that last part?
No, not.
Nah, you agree with it. So add more to that last part.
Fuck you, fuck you.
All right. Gore and I saw Biomutant.
Yeah.
That looked great, dude. That looked like a good time. Everyone had really fun names. I want to set everything on that world on fire.
Yeah.
It looked like a good time.
Why you want to set it on fire?
And did you see the faces? Did you see the faces of some of those things?
Yeah, they're little monsters, but whatever. You're a little monster too. Well, you don't have any fucking right. Did you see your character? You can look like a little devil man.
Yeah, yours will look like a little. What do you mean you don't want that? You're literally gonna make
Look like a
that.
monster. I know. Oh yeah, mine will look like a fucking demon. I don't care. I'm not saying I'm gonna burn the place down because it has a bunch of creatures. I'll just go kill them. There's one thing that straight up looked like something you'd see on like a creepypasta.
Yeah.
Or like what was the woman from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Yeah.
One? Like her.
And the exact same face.
Like, oh no.
And then one popped up with like 3 similar faces, but 3 faces.
Yeah, 3 faces. Only nope. It's like
time to kill that.
Nightmare. This place needs to be eradicated.
But it looked cool. You could tell that was a game that blew up to be a lot bigger than they ever expected it to be, and that's why it's never coming out. But because for me the first stream was a bad impression because it was like pop in immediately the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't care. They're a pretty small studio.
Yeah, good. They look like they're enjoying what they're making too. So it looks like it'll be fun.
Hey, if Poppin really annoyed me, then NieR Automata would have been the worst game of the last 5 years because I got a lot of
I feel like I'm gonna get the same out of Biomutant that I got out of Man-Eater, where it was like just a random time that I just enjoyed for a while. I'm down.
Man-Eater's
right.
pretty fun.
Next story.
We'll see about Biomutant.
I want David's take on a lot of this. David, the game industry is collapsing.
There you go.
People getting canceled left and right. Fucking the studios don't know what their fans want anymore.
No, not studios. This is like journalism, where people are acting skeevy.
I haven't followed too much of that. Gonna be honest.
I feel like that was all you to like want to delve into, like all the IGN stuff and nonsense.
Other than what's been posted in the group chat, now I haven't followed any of that.
All right, maybe we'll have a topic on that, like an actual in-depth, serious discussion about that. Because I was hoping David would have actually read up on that stuff because he's an HR.
He sure has to.
I figured we showed him more of the stories. He's like, man, he had like these long ass takes. I'm like, oh, maybe he looked into this.
If it was an anime studio, then he would have read about it. And you would have, you fucker.
Don't even say no.
Don't even look.
Maybe
at
all right. So I'm not even gonna address the topic then. Maybe we'll come back to it next week then.
Yeah, let's talk about it next week because I'll definitely want to go ahead and do some research before I actually run my mouth. So
yeah, and maybe we'll get another week and maybe more people will have statements and stuff. So yeah, we'll just knock it out the docket and we'll talk about it next week.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, with that said, we did everything under an hour, boys, or a little bit over an hour.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's no way in hell. All right, well,
NieR time.
All right, so that was Blue Rupees. If you haven't played NieR Automata, please go play that before you watch the games gone by, because we're gonna do full spoilers in that game. So with that said, games gone by schedule. I will go pull it up right now. Next games gone by is yeah. What's up?
I was gonna say we did say that for the fan vote one, 8 hours was the limit, right?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah, I put 8 hours on that just because.
Okay.
Oh no, we'll do 10. We'll do 10 then. Fuck it. Is that?
That's fine.
We'll do 10. We'll do 10.
Well, mine's a little weird then, because I don't know.
Well, what's your
really mine is however much you want to play of it.
All right, Stardew Valley. No.
But no, it's not one. It's a story game, but you'll see.
All right, well, we'll see, but we'll do 10 then. That's fine. So stay tuned for the beginning. If you do want to hear our next games gone by, stay tuned at the beginning of the next segment, and we will just jump into the beginning. That way you don't have to like scroll through and hit NieR spoilers if you're trying to avoid that. I will say, if you have made it this far and you like the podcast, hit us with a like. We appreciate that. We like the comments. We get comments every now and then. Send us good vibes. We appreciate those. Those are nice. Next game's gone by is going to be July 31st. That's Gore's pick with Shadow of the Colossus. The one after that is August 28th, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. And then September, what is it? Let me see. I'll pull up a calendar here.
Pull up the calendar, bro.
Calendar wants to load. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I should have just pulled up that thing. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Pull up a calendar on here. Fuck it.
Fucking sweet lord.
September 25th is going to be our fan pick. And that is essentially our last games gone by before we hit what we call Season 2. And we'll add new rules to games gone by. I stopped David from acting a fool. And then
we're also going to execute David.
To stop him from acting a fool.
Shit, shut your mouth.
I'm a fucking...
Fucking try me.
Oh my god, I can't fucking wait. I can't wait to just fuck them up. I can't.
Can you name these video games in which stealth is a major component of gameplay?
Thanks, maybe? David. All right, this is our trivia section.
All right.
So we're lumping this in at the very end, so I don't have to mess up with the time codes too much. David, you always lose, so just go.
What? Do I stay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna look at my screen. You're gonna look at my screen. We're gonna do this like this. So David,
go.
Mute.
No, he said David, go.
Yeah. All right.
As in, go do this or leave.
Yeah, just leave. All right.
Okay, I don't know what he meant. Just...
All right. No, I saw him looking at the screen. All right.
Yeah, here.
Quick one. We're gonna do this pretty quick. All right. Can you name these video games in which stealth is a major component of gameplay?
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
You ready? You got 6 minutes.
Okay. Solid.
Salute.
Nope. Salute. Salute.
All right, this one.
Dishonored. Okay. Next. Tenchu.
Sorry for the viewers at home. We're doing this really quick.
Yeah. Okay. Sniper Elite 3. V3. I guess.
It's the Sniper Elite worked.
Yeah. Better. Hitman. Okay. Next. Splinter Cell. That's Blacklist, I think.
Yeah.
Let me say Thief. That's that new one. One nobody liked.
Thief new.
Alien Isolation. Watch Dogs 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Mark of the Ninja.
Yeah, you're winning this. He's never gonna get that one.
Oh, let's see. Maybe the next few. I don't. Oh, Deus Ex: Human Revolution. Shadow of Mordor. Assassin's Creed. The Foist. Oh, nope.
Ooh.
Yep, you got it. Oblivion or Skyrim, either one.
There's Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls. Nobody ever calls it Elder Scrolls.
So you said Oblivion, or you said what?
I said doesn't matter if you put Elder Scrolls or whatever.
Skyrim.
Oh, okay. What? Come on. If you put Elder Scrolls, it should fucking immediately. Batman Arkham.
I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder what this one is.
All right, so because of that, let me. Gore's not reading the list. There's text icons there. So let me see if I can add that in while. Gore, can you message David to come back? Let me see if I can do a window capture. That way I can just do this really quick for everyone.
Real quick. Oh, what? They couldn't see that?
No, because.
Well, I nailed it.
Whoops.
But It was
Yeah,
pretty easy.
David lost.
Hey, you know, he might know.
I guarantee you
he
he
gets to
doesn't.
Batman. He's like, it's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. All right. Come back,
Daddy.
Dad. Yeah, I'll say Daddy. Come back, Daddy.
Whatever.
Here, sorry, wrong chat.
Come back, Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, come back, Daddy. Hey, he's back. There you go. He's putting his little thing on.
All right, Daddy's back.
All right, I'm glad.
All right.
Well, you're showing him the screen, so he knows that one.
All right, well, David, you lost, but we're gonna play this anyway.
How do you know he lost? You might get him.
Give me a chance.
All right, here's your chance.
I can know things.
All right, go ahead, go.
All right. Can you name the video games in which the stealth is a major component of the gameplay?
All right, let's do this.
Oh!
Metal Gear.
What?
Metal Gear.
Solid.
Thank you.
Why'd you say? Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, I told you.
Solid.
All right, there you go.
You got it.
Whoops.
Nope. No, what are you doing?
Oh, is that Tenshu?
There you go. There's one I don't think you're gonna get, which I think is gonna lose you. And this one too.
Sniper Elite.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
See, he's okay. For now.
Hitman.
Yeah, see.
No, that bald head anywhere. Oh, Splinter Cell.
See, he's got this. Oh. Oh, this one you might not get.
We can skip if need be.
Yeah, skip for now. That's the Alien game.
That's all you need.
Yeah, it's fine. It works.
Watch Dags.
And he would not have gotten that if we had not played that game.
No, I would have gotten that because I know what the character looks like.
This is the one I don't think he's getting. Oh, we got a new sub? Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Next.
I tell you, he's not getting that one.
Yeah, that one I thought might be hard.
Oh, is that Deus Ex?
Yeah.
Human Revolution.
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex? Oh, best title. Look at the animation.
Shadows of Mordor?
There you go. I thought he was gonna have a hard time though. I think it's just Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
All right. Good job, Davey.
Kyle said David is a fake gamer.
Kyle, don't even get me started.
Oh,
I don't play soulless games.
David, go.
He's got
Elder Scrolls.
Which one?
Yeah, why not?
He's already putting it.
He knows what it is. Which one's this one?
Batman.
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 Think classic stealth.
Thief.
There you go.
You're not, all right. This is the one I don't think you're getting.
Think something you don't know.
A lot of things.
Women.
Oh.
Oh, look at him. He's embarrassed.
Listen.
Listen.
Look here. Look, listen.
Look here. Look, listen.
Is there any way you can zoom the picture a little bit?
There you go. There you go. That's pretty good.
Like a ninja.
Yeah.
Why does it do like a SWAT officer if the icon's like a ninja?
Okay, well, now you can't even see the picture. Can you just fucking right click it and then view picture in a different tab? Yeah, just go further. Just keep going.
Thinner.
Dinner.
Yeah, I got no idea.
You have no idea?
All right, can you tell now?
I give you a hint. You said what's on the screen? What's on the screen? You said
Sporkle.
Ninja. Okay, so that's part of the title.
Well, it's not Ninja Gaiden, obviously.
No, just say it.
Yeah, just say it.
Keep saying it.
It's Ninja what? You got a minute and 40 seconds. I feel bad for David.
Is he gonna lose again?
I know it's not Mini Ninja. What the fuck?
No, just say it.
Yeah, just say it.
I'm saying it.
Answer Mini Ninja.
Yeah.
Mini Ninja. Just say.
Just give up.
Just give up.
My final answer is this is the police.
Nope.
What?
That does not have ninja.
It said ninjas in the title.
All right, do you give up?
Yeah.
All right, it's Mark of the Ninja.
Green Super Flash put it in chat, and I was trying not to say it just out of principle because I saw him type it.
Oh no.
All right. Congratulations, Gore.
Well,
I forgot what the
anyway.
score is already because I forgot to update it from last week. But whenever I get that score, you got to up to points from there. So.
Ninja Gore.
All right, welcome to Games Gone By. This is our episode for NieR Automata.
What's up?
This is my pick. If you're watching just this, I'm Adrian. I got Gore here. I got David here. This is our book club series. We do at least once a month. Sometimes we do bonus episodes in between, but we've been hard pressed to do those lately because we got a lot of games this summer. This month was I think I mentioned already, my episode with NieR. Given a quick schedule, we have 2 more official games set for this, which is July 31st, next month with Gore's pick with Shadow of the Colossus, and then August 28th with David's pick with Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. September 25th, we will address that shortly. It's going to be a fan vote. It's going to be our first larger scale fan vote where it could be a game longer than 3 hours. It's going to be our main game for that month. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to do a retrospective episode reflecting on the games we've done that year, which will be the week after the fan vote game. So it'll be October, the first week of October. That'll be our big topic for that episode. And we'll make it a Games Gone By episode, why not? And we have a large list of games, which I will go over the list next week when we do have our fan vote. But yeah, so before we get to it, we're gonna do our fan vote. So our rules this time, as opposed to 3-hour length, is 10-hour length is max. We each have a game. We're gonna put it up on poll. We're gonna wait to put a poll, Gore. Let's put the poll up when the podcast goes up.
Okay.
So
Sure.
Anyone that's watching on stream, check Gore's polls on his YouTube tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe do they post on Friday or Saturdays?
Well, it's not really a good idea to do that because if I put the poll up, then it'll overshadow the podcast. Because then people won't get the notification for the podcast.
So how about Saturday?
Sure. I mean, I can just do it now.
No, I'd rather wait because I want people to hear you hear what the
people are gonna vote for it, not even knowing what the fuck.
Yeah, I know because I remember
either way, even if the podcast is up.
Yeah, I know, but I think one of my favorite comments I got from one of Gore's polls was, "I don't even know who you are, but I saw a poll. If I see a poll, I vote."
Hell yeah!
I'm like, good. That's how every American should be.
You subscribe to me, bro. I don't know who you are.
Who even is you?
So we'll see. Maybe at the end of the podcast we'll put it up. That way we'll wait till everyone's done. We'll see. We'll think about it. But
Sure.
Yeah. So as opposed to a 3-hour rule, we're doing 10-hour rules. I'm gonna volunteer myself last because I have 2 games. Depending on what you guys pick, I'm going one of 2 routes. One's a 4-hour game. One's a 10-hour game. I want to see what games you guys have because they're both.
There's no way either of you are guessing.
No. Neither of you guys are gonna pick my game. But I'm saying that I want to do it just tonally be different from you guys because I don't want to. Like I said, we've all done a lot of depressing shit. So if y'all pick something that's not, then maybe I'll pick this one. If you guys do, maybe I'll pick the other one. We'll see. Who would like to go first?
Mine could be depressing if David goes first.
All right, David.
So I agree. We've had.
Oh
Too
god, I hate
much.
when you do
It's
this
gonna be
fucking
something
meme shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm
we've
sick
had
of your fucking
so
free
much
games. I'm sick of you doing all these fucking. Oh, this game costs nothing, but it's in my back. No, it's not.
All right, go ahead.
Fuck you. A lot of those were in my backlog. But no, this is a game that, it's not part of my backlog. It's a game that I feel like, we've talked about it a lot on the podcast and just in passing in general. I know we all have it.
Hatred.
And I feel like we could use the levity that this game.
Yeah, we all need some hatred.
The levity. Oh no. Very good.
This game is a classic of the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox era, and it's one that I know is near and dear to all of us. And that game is Def Jam Fight for New York.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. I thought you were gonna be a meme with that. All right, now I hope you win. Fuck it.
No, I hope he wins.
All right, fuck it, brothers.
I really do hope he wins. Actually,
Yeah, that might actually.
I'm gonna change mine to something nobody will vote for.
I love how all of you had no faith in me.
I don't. I'm sorry. You still
Oh.
say, hey, even after this, you still have to earn your faith back.
Yeah. Anyway,
This changes nothing.
All right, so
And that might win.
My game, which I hope doesn't win now. This is the thing. I looked it up. It says it takes 14 hours to beat, but that's if. And I'll show you why that I don't think that's exactly the case, because that's if you do it all. And I think it would be interesting if we just do one playthrough of this game and then try to talk about each of our different playthroughs for the game.
Okay.
The game I want to play is Detroit Become Human.
Okay.
That's mine.
All right.
It's not gonna get voted for. It's gonna be Def Jam. We all have Def Jam, right? Because it's rare. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still got my original PS2 copy.
I have
what's
PS2
yeah,
and
never mind.
Xbox.
All right.
Mine was Detroit. So it's gonna be one of those games where I would rather us just play it once, and then if we want to play it
Yeah,
again
no, I'm
later-
not playing that multiple times right now.
Well, multiple times it'll only take a few more hours to see everything. But
Yeah.
I heard that one playthrough for it is only a few hours. So
All right,
And,
I have
that's-
2 picks. Now I'm conflicted because we can go either way. Do you guys want goofy 4-hour game, or do you guys want super serious, depressing 10-hour game?
all right,
David, you're muted.
What is
David, you're muted. I don't know what to tell you.
what is the 10-hour game for?
PS4 and Xbox One.
How about what's the other one?
Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
I say
If it helps you, I am 100%. Actually, hold on. Let me check something really quick.
all right.
He's gonna check.
Let me check
they're
if this is on Game Pass. 'Cause it might actually be.
With the 4-hour game?
Let's see. Oh, okay. They're both on Game Pass. All right. So what are you guys thinking?
I say let's go with some levity. We do a lot of dark shit on Games Gone By, and it's only going to get worse, so...
Gore?
Sure, but I want to know what the other game is.
All right. The one you didn't pick was A Plague Tale: Innocence.
Okay. Yeah.
That was that one, but I'm also a little tired of the jury shit right now, so
Yeah.
right. My actual pick is my friend Pedro.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, all right.
Did you? All right. Cool.
That's gonna win now. Watch
Def
the one time.
Man, I feel like that's going to be a 50-50 fight between Def Jam and that.
Sorry, Detroit.
Alright. Yeah. Sorry, Detroit. A PS4 game. So yeah, it's definitely gonna lose.
Yeah, no, actually, the
Sony fanboys will not be there to vote. Definitely not.
all right. So those are your picks. Maybe at the end of the episode we'll throw the poll up on Gore's YouTube, and yeah, it's between David's pick with Def Jam Fight for New York, Gore's pick with Detroit Become Human, my pick with my friend Pedro, and that'll be our final Games Gone By before we jump into new rules and twisting it up and doing little shakes in the next year.
Okay.
We'll see who gets the coveted October spot, because I feel like we all kind of want October just because we all want to pick a scary game.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
With that said, NieR Automata.
Automata, baby.
If you guys remember, this was announced a couple months back when we decided, fuck it, let's just announce the rest of our slate for Games Gone By.
Yep.
And I was already planning on picking NieR, And then Gore had literally just mentioned, "Oh man, I was gonna pick NieR." I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm picking it." So it's nice. This has been a game that I've always known I was gonna love. I played like an hour and a half of it, and it came out like at the wrong time, as we mentioned. It's the worst time for a video game to come out, because it got overshadowed by everything else. But I knew I was gonna like it.
Man, I would have much rather played that than a lot of other stuff that came out then.
Yeah, me too. But I mean Zelda, so right there, I'm just like I gotta play Zelda. New console too. I'm like, NieR can wait. I can play NieR later.
NieR is gonna be far away. Everything about this game just screamed kind of like what I would love. So I kind of knew into it. I have it over here. Let me see it. I bought this. Remember, I showed this off a while back, actually. This is sometime last year. I bought this.
Flesh doll or whatever it's called. Oh, cool.
Bought that, and Gore specifically goes, "Don't read that." I'm like, "Yeah, I won't."
Yeah, don't read that. Well, you can read it now.
Yeah, so now I can. I wanted to get the other one, which one? This one is short story long. I wanted to get long story short, but I heard that the translation is actual trash and just garbage and almost like unreadable because it's like so not even pleasant.
They tried to go for just like a straight literal translation and didn't bother actually.
I think it was like who does it? Is it Viz? Yeah, Viz Media tried to do a translation and I heard that one specifically like really got the short end of the stick with the translation and just really stale and all that. Sorry, I forgot to tweet about this. But yeah, no, I knew I would love it. I always knew it. I always wanted. I needed an excuse to finally play it. I kind of, even though it worked out still, I kind of wish I had known about Last of Us coming out in June because I probably would have bumped it back maybe another month because it was hard for me to want to play this when I had Last of Us there. But in the end, this game still like. In the end, I forgot about Last of Us even being there for a while. Where I'm just like, oh fuck, dude, this game is too fucking incredible right now. But yeah, so so my experience. This is our first Games Gone By. I should mention that all of us have not played. And
I got far into it the first.
Because I think every other Games Gone By, someone else has played the game at some point, right?
Yeah.
No, God of War.
Yes. Shut up.
So this is my.
This is exactly like God of War for me, where I got really far and then I stopped.
Except I didn't get really far. I got really short. I got an hour in.
You said it.
No, so this is my first. So every other Games Gone By that I've picked, I've played through. It was more of me just saying, hey, I like this game. Let's see what you guys say. This is the first one that I picked where I have not played it, and neither has anyone else in here. So yeah, let's get really quick impressions before we just delve straight deep into this. And I'll start it off. Dude, it's like almost no words for like how everything played out at the end.
Yeah.
From beginning
I was
to
pretty much the same way with the original NieR, where it's just like, oh, it's really good.
It took a little while, and so there's some really incredible videos on YouTube, breaking this down into like philosophical meaning, which is like nuts because it falls under there. You know, it's a very philosophical game.
Yeah.
I was watching one. I've been kind of watching it bits and pieces of it talking about like the Renaissance and all that stuff. But the way I liked the way the video started was this game lures you in thinking it's just another Platinum game. Not any disrespect to Platinum. Platinum's fantastic, but Platinum is very flamboyant and flashy for the sake of being a fun action game. And it makes you think that's what you're getting into. And if you're not into NieR, if you have not played the original NieR, and this is your first outing.
Many people haven't.
Yeah, so if this is your first outing, which I think a lot of people's first outing in NieR. You think, oh, this is just going to be an action game, you know? And then bits and pieces start to break apart, and it's wild that the first playthrough of the game is literally just the intro of the game.
Yeah.
Like, you do not get what this game is until after you beat it.
Yeah,
for the first time.
The first playthrough, when you beat the first
Route A.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say route yet.
We're spoiling it. So yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, the first time you beat it, it really ends, and you're just like, okay. Like I knew there was more, so I wasn't like, okay. But like, if anybody beat it and thought that was it, they'd be like,
Huh.
I don't
And then
see it.
and
Like
Square,
nothing, it was like really nothing when it comes right down to it. Besides some interesting lore and stuff, and some things you can read about, like the weapons or whatever, there's barely anything to the story. It's just like, all right, there's a couple of robots. They get sprouted out of some other machines or whatever. They don't explain why. They don't explain anything. And then if you beat it and you're just like, oh, there's other routes. Well, I'll play those later because they don't really.
It's funny the way they say it,
much,
right?
cool.
But the way they say it, because they don't really like even like make a big deal about it.
You need to, like when they say you beat Route A, you could do the other routes now, and they don't tell you like, hey, you need to play the other routes because there's more story.
I think that's cool. Like I like that more. Cool. I think the fact that there's some people, it's funny because just there's some people like, okay, cool, maybe I'll play the other routes later. And they go back to it. And their friend was like, bro, what the fuck? Go play the other routes. What do you mean? Just no, boot the game up, start it up. You'll see what I'm saying.
And you know what'll happen? They'll start up the fucking Route B and be like, oh, cool, now I'm playing as the guy. Like, oh, it's the same shit though. Oh, and then it starts giving you a little bit more information.
But then even then, like that.
Which,
dude.
By the way, the original NieR.
Yeah, I've heard plenty of that. We're gonna talk. I asked David specifically to pull up some like NieR 1 and kind of Drakengard references to help me out into everything. Oh, we'll see. But I'd say we'll see.
I feel like you shouldn't do that though.
I want to at least get it.
At this point, the game already
very surface level. I'm not gonna go.
I want it just enough for me to get to crave it, where I'm like, all right, because I know what's gonna happen. I don't want. I want very surface level of like, hey, these are like some of the subtle things of why they connect, and for me to play because I still need the nudge into it. But yeah, no, it's even like the beginning, and I know this is my impressions. I'm sorry if I'm going off. Even the beginning, like, dude, this game really got me emotional. Like, this is one of the most emotional like games I've ever dealt with in my life, and it was just wild because like we played through Last of Us as one of the early ones, and that is a game that struck me hard. A lot of the games, like I'm going through it. Like we had Undertale, which has its moments too. When you get to like the nitty gritty of what's happening, that kind of fucks you up. Edith Finch, that really got us.
God of War.
Rock Fractions when David couldn't beat it.
Hey, I got really emotional towards the end.
No, but Chrono Trigger, I'm sure Shadow Colossus is gonna fuck me up. Nocturne because I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
No, no, but like generally, we played a lot of that. But dude, for something, this game just really
sucks.
It was hard to do stuff in this. Like starting Route B, the way it started. Like with the robots are so innocent looking, the design is so like clunker, like
horrible little fuckers.
Yeah, they don't have a mouth. They have their little
They don't
eyes.
have a mouth. They're like not creepy like
Help me.
They're not creepy like Emil, but they're like cute, like like
yeah.
They kind of remind me of like the Tonberries in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and then you got like he's saying brother and just pouring oil, dude.
Brother.
And
dude, that fucked me up.
And he's pouring oil on him, and it's like, and then you could trip oil. It takes you forever to walk to him, so you trip, and you gotta walk back.
If you jump,
and
you
then
fucking.
Nine's just saying like an asshole, like, "Hey, fuck you." He's never gonna beat
Hey, your
Sam.
brother, you
Fuck
dumbass.
boys.
That made me not like Nines a little bit.
This is gonna be a deep discussion if you guys haven't noticed, by the way. But no, like that part and just everything else, dude. And we'll talk like details about it, but man. There were just moments that really, the second you have the first robots that come to you saying like, please don't, please stop, like,
please don't.
I don't know, like that. I genuinely, it upset me hearing what David did in Pascal's Village, because that dude, even like immediately, like seeing a bunch of really cute robots waving a white flag, and like even 2B's kind of fucked. It's like we're gonna kill them, and they're like, no, we're just trying to be friends with you. Like we're genuinely trying to be friends with you. I'm like, dude, like that. And the music's fucking phenomenal. But the music playing through that too is like, anyway, I'm long-winded. We're getting discussion-wise. I fucking loved it. I fucking love this game. David, what'd you think?
So I got a lot to unpack with this game, as I imagine we all do.
I've been so eager to fucking talk about this game.
I don't know. I lulled at the end.
Well.
I lulled.
Oh, I lulled too when everything happened to me, and I'm like, oh, they were being serious.
And then I played Last of Us Part 2, and 90 minutes in, I lulled again.
And I lulled, because I said, wow, my life fucking sucks.
Wow, my life is great. Yeah, I thought these people in these games.
But But yeah, no, in January, this year, I started the year off with a game that I was not expecting to be ended up becoming one of my absolute favorite games, The House and Fate of Morgana. And when I talked about that during different episodes, one of the kind of recurring things I kept saying is there's just no chance to breathe in The House and Fate of Morgana. That game is suffocating. It's depressing. Every time that you think you're going to get a glimmer of happiness for any of the characters in that game, it keeps just crushing your fucking soul.
But which is funny, can I break apart from that? I'm super excited to see where Last of Us 2 goes, because I feel like the more we talk about this, the more I just don't... Apparently, Naughty Dog just didn't hit that. And maybe, and again, it's opinion. I could think the complete opposite thing, and I don't give a fuck. If I like it, I like it. I don't give a fuck what people say. But the way I'm hearing from other people, and that's what Naughty Dog is going for in Last of Us 2, and apparently it's just not hitting the mark.
I've heard it's very, like... It's like we said earlier, like when we were talking, it's very Walking Dead-ish.
Yeah, so
like,
and we'll talk about that. I'm not trying to derail this, because I do want to say that is that I put that out to Gore, and he kind of agreed with that. Is that that Last of Us trying to do that Walking Dead shit where it's like, you didn't see this coming, huh? And we're like, nah, but like, why?
But why exactly? Yeah, I agree. Green Super Flash, but I mean, all the music's great. But
dude, I am watching the fucking vinyl like a hawk. The second that goes up, the two vinyls in my life, the second they go up, I'm buying Persona and fucking NieR. Which, I mean, there's a small chance Persona might show up tomorrow for the IM 8-bit, in which case I'm fucking refreshing the shit out of that. But, dude, as I mentioned last week, I'm so bummed that we missed. I picked it so late because we would have had a chance at a NieR vinyl. Because it should have been March, but I got myself waitlisted for it. Sorry to interrupt you, David, but yeah, so they keep crushing you, and it's nihilistic.
Yeah, it's a very nihilistic game, and it's a game that honestly, even by the end of the happy ending, air quotes, of that game, you're still left with this kind of feeling of it's going to end well for a lot of these people. Like, yeah, there's a couple characters that you could make the argument they got their happy ending, but there's still many characters in that game where it's like, this isn't going to end well for them still. They're still going to have very miserable lives ahead of them. And going into NieR Automata, I found this quote, which was fantastic, and it helped to set the mood for it. Yako Taro, the guy that's the main brainchild behind NieR and Drakengard, when they first were announcing NieR Automata, they did a poll during a live stream saying, hey, do you guys think that he's going to go ahead and finally pull out a happy ending for the characters? You almost unanimously, it was like 90% of people said, there's no fucking way this dude's doing a happy ending. We know better. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I know what's going to happen here. And yeah, no, that was definitely NieR. Kind of like what you said, like the gameplay is an absolute disconnect for most part from the actual experience you get. You have that kind of fast-paced, frenetic, fantastic, not only just kind of Devil May Cry style combat, but fantastic shmup style combat as well. And you go back and forth from styles, but as the story progresses, it is just heartbreak, after soul crushing.
You would fucking love Spec Ops.
Spec Ops.
Well, Spec Ops, I don't know about that because
I wrote a whole. Oh god, I can't speak. I wrote a whole ass college paper on Spec Ops and how it disconnects you from gameplay to the story. Well, that will be a Games Gone By, I feel like someday. But
it's a short one too.
It's a short one too. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that will be a Games Gone By because I do want to go back and play that because that game is what you're saying. It's like it's disconnect, and it just fucking fucks your head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and so having that disconnect was a little interesting. But I mean, again, that was the thing that I said with the House and Fate of Morgana is it was oppressively soul crushing, but it was hauntingly beautiful for it. And that's kind of how I left off with NieR was, man, there is, even with the ending, which we'll get into, there's still that like, yeah, there's a chance that things could turn out okay. But even the pods are like, no, if things are really going to turn out okay.
Right.
And it's one of those things where I'm like, this is fucking beautiful. And the music honestly reminded me of like some of the best arrangements of like the House of Phantom Morgana and like Ghost in the Shell. It is
definitely Ghost in the Shell. I was getting Ghost in the Shell vibes.
Phenomenal vibes from the music. The atmosphere is gorgeous. The pop-ins definitely did get a little distracting here and there.
Yeah,
I actually kind of
it doesn't bother. Like I said, it didn't bother me, but if it did, it would definitely.
I disagree with Gore on the visuals. 'Cause I get that I'm not saying he thought it was ugly, but he definitely does not think that game is full pretty all the time.
I don't think it's full pretty most of the time.
See, I fucking loved it. I love the aesthetic of it. I love the graininess.
I like the design.
That filter they have on it. It makes everything so gross. But that's kind of the point. Like,
sure, but
it's a disconnect.
It's not really the filter that bothers me. It's kind of like how bland the texturing and
sure.
It doesn't bother me that much, but like it's not the prettiest game out there. And
sure.
and I think that was, even if you look at like if you go to like the Wikipedia for NieR Automata, it says like, oh, critics widespread acclaim, they love this, and then you see in the negatives they say like, it had some visual problems. Like
sure.
That's so people. I'm not the only one that thinks that, but it didn't really bother me that much. I mean, it's fast.
Dude, I took a screenshot. That's kind of probably
flashy.
One of my my Xbox background, because I'm gonna probably move the John Marston and Arthur Morgan background that I have off to this thing, which is the when you first go to the flooded city and you walk off and you see kind of like the water. The water looks fucking incredible. When you walk off and you can kind of walk to the edge and kind of look at the city, just water. I took a screenshot of that. Dude, that looks gorgeous. But yeah, anyway, so David, those are your thoughts, Gore?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I played the original NieR when it first came out,
which we'll talk about, because I think you mentioned that I will appreciate Automata more after I play the original NieR, or is it I will appreciate what's
there's a lot that directly ties from NieR to Automata.
Yes, I was surprised by that, because when I heard there was going to be a new NieR game, I thought, okay, it's going to probably have a couple references here and there, but it's going to be its own thing, especially since the original NieR came out like 7 years before and nobody really played it. So I was just like, okay, it's probably going to be its own thing. Maybe they'll have a couple references as a joke. But I was surprised by how many characters actually came back from the original NieR in this game. But yeah, I loved it. The only reason why I never the only reason why I never played it all the way through the first time it came out, not really just because of the Zelda. It was just like at that time I was kind of burned out with games. I was playing Zelda because it was very, very, very not. What's the word? Like calming. It's a very peaceful game. For the most part.
You could zone out.
Yeah, and at that time it was just like there's too many games out that I wanted to play, and at that point, like a lot of them were very action heavy, and like that's why I didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn either, even though I was looking forward to it when it first came out. And that came out like the same time as NieR, and NieR was exclusive to PS4 when it first came out, so it was like, all right. You both nodded your head at the same time. It was really weird. It like synced up perfectly. But yeah, it was a really, really fantastic game, and I love the original NieR. It's been 10 years. I don't remember everything that happened in there, but even this, it was just giving me like the soundtrack is just as good as the original. Like that, everybody could say the gameplay and whatnot, and some people didn't like the story in the original NieR, but everybody loved that soundtrack. The soundtrack in the original NieR is phenomenal.
Do you think people... let's say this, hypothetically. You knowing my taste pretty well, I feel like. Do you think I would have appreciated NieR to begin with? But
yeah, to begin with, yeah.
Okay.
I think you would. I think you would, because I think everybody I know that has played that game loves it. So, and I feel like it was just a critical thing. Like, it was just like critics didn't, not that they didn't get it, it was just like one of those things where like maybe it came out at the wrong time. Maybe I don't know when it came out. Maybe there was just something way better that came out recently. I think it came out really close to like, I don't know, Red Dead or something. I know it's not a completely different game, but maybe at the time just people weren't really.
Also, honestly, that box art does not really do itself any favors, I think. Like,
no, because I mean it's a little weird because like both of those characters don't look anything like that in the game.
But also, I think the whole
that's NieR. By the way.
I think
the main character's name is NieR, so the series is called NieR, named after that guy on the front. It's weird.
I also think just the whole person in the front looking badass.
Yeah.
Box art it doesn't do anyone any favors anymore.
Yeah, and the girl they made her look like kind of like fragile, even though I think that's supposed to be a really cool character. Look.
Yeah.
We'll get to that if you ever play it, but she's a cool character. Anyway,
I think Gore was considering doing it as games gone by too now.
Yeah, I was considering it, but I just don't want to bust out a 360 for it. I wish it just fucking came to. You know what? There's no point though, really. If they're gonna do that Replicant remake, then it's
different games.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, they're different, but they're still pretty similar from what I heard in a lot of parts.
There's still a lot of story beats.
There's a lot of difference. I mean, the main character is completely different, and the
relationship. I'll probably still play it.
Yeah, but what I was saying is that we should just maybe talk about that game instead, and then you should still play it in the future. But that game supposedly is coming out this year. I don't know, but yeah, it's a phenomenal game. I loved it. The story's great. It takes a little while to get into the story when it comes to like things happening, but that's fine because the game itself is great. All the side missions are fun. This is a game playing this right like very close after Final Fantasy VII just puts in perspective how useless the side missions in Final Fantasy VII Remake were, because all the side missions in NieR, besides maybe a couple of the just combat focused ones where you just have to like rise the ranks in the combat trials or whatever, all of them besides those are interesting. They actually add lore. You learn about the characters. It's not just fetch the stuff. I mean, sometimes it is, but it's always fun because you're always going to an environment and then you get some dialogue and then you get some action and then you go back. And the world's not big and so big where it's just like you're spending 30 minutes going back and forth. You know, the world is big.
I fast travel a lot.
I did too, but because I know this ain't like Red Dead Redemption 2 where you'll just get random dialogue and random events. I already knew that. But first, like I'd say the first route and then the second, like half of the second route, I just walked around everywhere. I ran around a lot. Yeah. Just because I want to fight and
yeah, I didn't really fast travel much until Route B, just because I wanted to go ahead and farm a lot of stuff. So
yeah, and I also I tackled the side missions in a way where I'm like, okay, I just did this mission, and I'm pretty close to these two, so let me go do that. Like I'll do this and then see where that takes me, and I'm near this one, so let me do that now. So because in the beginning of the game, when you're doing Route A and B, like especially A, obviously, because all the side missions are there, like you'll get crowded with side missions. Dude,
it's like almost daunting.
Red dots.
It's almost daunting when you
But when you find out that you're supposed to tackle them in 2 different campaigns, then
yeah, no, that
technically 3 campaigns sometimes because
it felt nice because everyone was. I kept asking everyone. I was like, "Are these playthroughs the same length?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, pretty much." And I'm like,
"Oh well,
I know, but I spent 20 hours playing Route A, and I was like, oh fuck." And then I started Route B, and I blew through half the the campaign, and right when I started late at night and blew through half, like, oh, that's not that bad because I did pretty much most side missions.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's interesting the way the game is set up, where you could do pretty much everything in the beginning, and then the rest of the game is pretty quick. I mean, you'll still get some new side missions, obviously, here and there, but for the most part, you could do almost all of it in the beginning, and then the next 2 routes you could finish in 15 hours, 20 hours maybe. So it's a great game. It really is. It's a phenomenal game. I don't think I have any problems with it. Even visuals, really is not. There's times where it's just ugh, but it never really detracted from the experience because most of the time when I'm running around, it's so fast anyway, and getting on an animal, fucking riding it, you go even faster. Fuck out of there. It's fun stuff. Great game. Great gameplay. I think it's probably Platinum's best combat yet. I would say so. It's real good, and it's a great idea because if people complained about NieR not having the best gameplay out there, I had one of the worst fishing.
And they said, "Fuck it, get Platinum."
The fishing mini game in this is pretty simple, but the one in NieR, the original, is so fucking garbage. I remember that. That was.
And Gordon's a man about fishing. Yeah.
Well, in games at least, I don't like fishing in real life. It's fucking boring.
Same thing with farming.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. But in a game, it was fun. But fishing just sucked in the original. It was so bad. But in this, it's fun. It's fine. It's just something to do, I guess.
How long is it?
The game and stuff? The original?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be around 30 hours.
Yeah, I think it's about 30 hours.
That's the thing. They do something that's similar to this where you want to play it again, and it really changes the story in a really interesting way.
Are you saying 30 hours with that, or
No, not with that. No.
all right. Well, it might maybe something later this year.
The story doesn't change a ton, I guess. Like this, where you have to do 2 campaigns and then you get a completely different campaign. You know what I mean? But it changes where you learn more things. You understand why certain characters are the way
Right,
they
which is what Route B was, where
that's what Route B is. Except that one kind of did it in a way where it was, if I can say anything that's a complaint, it kind of did it in a way where it's like, okay, now you're doing this part, and then it just cuts to a cutscene. You know what I mean?
it was a little jarring.
In NieR, it's a little jarring. It was fine though. I didn't really mind it. In the original NieR, once you do that second campaign, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool what they do.
Okay.
I think it's genius actually. But
Cool.
that's why I didn't understand the hate for the original NieR. I didn't get it. I really didn't. I was like, this game's great. It must have been because the game was
maybe
so fun.
The right climate for it. Maybe just gaming still hadn't matured to appreciate that kind of style game.
Yeah, the story was great. The voice acting was great. Like I maybe going back to it, I thought maybe that would be like one of the main reasons. Like 10 years ago, I didn't really notice the bad voice acting, but I watched like a bunch of cutscenes today. And like Laura Bailey's in it, so you already know that she's gonna be good because she's always good. I think it's the same voice actor that plays. Well, I guess I shouldn't say, but there's a character in here. I think it's some of the same voice actors that play characters in NieR Automata that are in NieR. I think it's the same. They sound very similar, at least. And it's just really good voice acting too. So I just don't get it. But anyway, this game is fantastic. It's great. It's Platinum's. I think it's probably Platinum's best game.
I'm kind of excited because this is almost going to be kind of like a fun, like a Red Dead 2 almost thing, where it's like I'm playing the prequel, but like playing the prequel kind of gives you more. It does, and I'm not saying kind of. It gives you more insight into what you played, and kind of it further enhances. Like Red Dead 1 is so much better because of Red Dead 2. I'm kind of feeling that might even push it farther, which is nice.
Yeah. But NieR. I mean, it's not the prettiest looking game anymore. Hey, I don't even think it was very pretty at the time. But hey, you know what? Have a good time. It's a great game, but this game's also amazing. So,
Zero Flash says his favorite location was Undercity, where Eve was at.
Oh yeah, that place was gorgeous.
Yeah, graphics are good. I'm not saying they aren't, but I'm just saying there's times where it's just,
let's pull apart some of our. I feel like we could jump everywhere right now, so I'm kind of like wondering where we start with this. David, give me a moment that stood out to you.
Oh man, fuck, a moment. Honestly, this is kind of going towards the very end of the game, but so I killed the robots, the cute little robots, like every chance. As soon as I realized, so a little bit of a spoiler. So when you're like, oh man, I wonder what happens when you kill.
Wait, what do you mean? Spoiler as in like for the game that we're spoiling, or like spoiler for something else?
No, spoiler for the game we're playing.
Okay, then you don't need to preface it with spoiler.
We're in spoiler discussion.
Fair. Well,
I was just worrying about it earlier because it's so
some of the endings that I have, because I know I have a few more endings.
Good, it's okay. I didn't watch.
Actually, can I ask that really quick? Hold that thought. Did anyone get an ending on accident?
Yes.
I got 2.
That's how I got the first ending that I was just about to talk about.
Okay, go for it, David.
So the first ending I got by accident was the one where when you first go to Pascal's village and you murder all the fucking robots. Because, again, I was listening to 9S. He's like, yeah, don't fucking trust them. And even 2B, like, the whole mission is just go kill all the robots. And it's like, nah, this is a trap. I'm going to fuck this place up. So I went ahead and I murdered the whole fucking village, which led me to the first side ending I got on my own.
But you can get it later, I think, as well, if you do.
Well, there's multiple different ones you can get for the robot village people, which is what I'm getting into here, is because it's kind of fucked up. So there's that one.
I agree. It is kind of fucked up.
No, I disagree. It isn't just kind of fucked up. It's just fucked up.
So the ending for that one is basically just like, oh, hey, 2B fucked up this whole village of pacifist robots and basically went berserk after that and just kept going on a murder spree. And that's the ending for that one. Then there's one where if you are playing as E2 and you have the chance to save Pascal, it's like, hey, do you want to save him or do you want to kill him? Like, well, I know I got an ending for fucking up the whole village. What happens if I kill Pascal here? That leads to an ending.
Yeah, it leads to an ending. I figured that would be it because I can't.
I do it myself, dude. I can't.
Well, here's where you're gonna really call me fucked up. because this is why I'm going down this string. Is so that whole saving Pascal thing ultimately leads to the pacifist Pascal's village going under attack,
And you
you
walked
go
away.
ahead. No, I didn't.
No.
It doesn't let you. I tried actually. So it doesn't. It won't let you.
Oh, you're talking about walking away from the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just not. You can just not go. I think, right?
No, that's the main mission.
Yeah, it's the main
Yeah, it's the main mission. You have to go there.
But this is why this sticks out to me: is you go ahead, you do that. Pascal gets all the children out of there. They hide out inside of the thing, and what's supposed to happen is if you play through the story normally, there's some really fucked up shit happens to those kids.
Yeah.
But before I got to that point,
I killed them all.
I was like, what happens when I just murder this room full of children? So
okay, Anakin. Fucking calm down.
So I did that. That leads to another ending. But that's one of those things where that was a moment that really fucked me up in this game. Was Pascal's like the whole time is like, no, I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in it. We really need your help.
And then when all the kids were threatened and Pascal's like, fuck you.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm throwing hands. Let's do this. I'm gonna kill these fuckers. Like, oh shit, Pascal's pissed. Yeah. Let's do this. Then you go ahead, you fight, have this big epic encounter.
What a gorgeous shot, by the way. So fucking gorgeous, I think. Just like with the sun in the background, just two fucking
the two
rocket soccer robots.
Yeah.
And then you go ahead, you get back. It's like, yeah, you whooped ass, Pascal. Hell yeah. Let's go check on the children.
Dude, that was one of the very, 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 very rare moments. I say that as I had one literally yesterday for where I walk in, I saw it, and I'm like, oh fuck. That was literally I'm very rarely ever audible, like vocally audible when I'm alone. Like I like in funny movies, I very rarely laugh during them. Like it's I feel like people have better reaction when they're with other people, but that was one of the ones where I walk in, they all killed themselves. I'm like, oh fuck. And dude, and then you have to talk to Pascal afterwards, and Pascal's like, I can't. Please delete my memory. He's like, either delete my memory or kill me. Like there's one of the other ones. And I was trying to look for another way out, and because usually it has the do you like the good option on the top, and the option was, like wait please or wait don't do it just yet or something. And I'm like, all right, maybe I can get out of it. And there's like no other way. I'm like, and then as a white and Pascal's last words was thank you. And I'm like,
yeah. I saw that. Well, that's not what I did. I didn't kill her.
All right.
I walked away. Walking away is the best choice because the whole game's about dealing with grief. A lot of it is.
Right.
And I feel like just deleting his memory. It's voiced by an actress, but I forgot her name too. She's a really good voice actress. But yeah, like deleting his memory. I keep fucking that up, and or killing him is just kind of goes against the whole theme of the game. So I was just like, I want to see if I could just walk away, and I'm like slowly.
The reason why I was okay with deleting his memory was because we had that thing with the wandering couple, which was a weird, bizarre kind of like philosophical mission when you think about it. Because at the end you write like, oh yeah, I've done this 5 times already. He always ends up the same way. And in my head, I played that mission in my head. I'm like, all right, like the optimist in me is hoping that if I delete Pascal's memory, that Pascal will eventually find himself in a mindset where he can do that again and be who he is right now and not have that guilt. But
now
I do want to say really quick. I do want to say is that actually let me say I won't. Go ahead. I'm a just
no. I was gonna say. We mentioned earlier that one of the books tells of the epilogue, right?
Yeah.
Right. Is that the epilogue with?
I'm pretty sure there's a Pascal. There's a Pascal epilogue where if you did walk away, it tells you what happened. I think it was in that book. It's somewhere because I read that on somewhere.
Yeah. If you go back to the Pascal's village, you'll find a book of his that talks a little bit about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't go back yet. Because I'm still going 100%. Even though it's going to be really annoying with the intel and shit, but it's like, whatever. And also upgrading all the weapons and shit just to do one fucking secret thing.
David, I say something really quick.
All right.
Yeah, no, in hindsight, yeah, I would like to walk away. That was just hard. I was kind of just all in my emotions, like not really thinking straight, because what a fucked up scene, man.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Like
I lulled.
I mentioned something to David. I do want this conversation whenever you get to it, Gore. We'll bring that conversation up. I just want to leave that up in the air.
But yeah, I fully agree with what you said in there, Adrian.
I'm assuming you're talking about Persona, so this is.
You can assume all you want, brother, but you know.
It is. That's the only game you guys played that I haven't. So.
Nah, we play a lot of games.
No,
you haven't played Street Fighter V.
Yeah. Oh, the philosophical question. Street Fighter V. Chun-Li?
Why doesn't
is Blanca a human? Oh.
No. But yeah, no. There was just it was that Pascal was so genuine the entire time, and the voice is so it's so calming and like
nice,
welcoming and like.
And every time you say something shitty to him, they're like, maybe we should kill him. Like, I guess if that's what you want.
Yeah, it just doesn't accept it. Yeah. That part was like, yeah. AT was like, I'm just here to kill you guys. He's like, well, if that's what you need, then you go ahead.
That makes you feel better, go ahead.
I'm like, dude.
Like, even like in the beginning when you first meet him, and I think 2B says you don't have a heart, and he's like, I guess that's technically true. I don't. Like, it's like.
Pascal's like one of the greatest characters. Like, it was so much love.
Fuck
off! You killed their entire battle. Like, you don't have no fucking say in this.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Well, just
didn't even give him a chance.
Over a psychopath doesn't mean I can't have feelings. Okay.
Hey, even the evil robots, I feel bad about killing.
Dude, yeah,
some of them are like, just kill me, please. I'm like, oh fuck.
Dude.
That's another one I really loved. Was towards the end when 9S is going berserk. And there's that one samurai kind of robot's like, you kill me, do it.
Yeah, coward, no balls.
Coward, no balls.
No, you know, like the one thing that always broke my heart, and I had to keep walking by it, was the amusement park when the robots were zombified, and they were just, dude, that broke me. Like, I hated walking by there which also we mentioned in passing. I don't know if it was on the call, if we had a personal call, but 9S, which is appropriate. I think I actually enjoyed it the way I did it. Is 9S was aggressive in Route A for me, so 9S always beating the shit out of those robots. In Route B, I turned everything pacifist or cautious. I think it was.
Okay.
Which made sense to me because 9S is kind of like just a fucking like machine hungry fucking android. But yeah, no, dude, walking through the amusement park with all the zombies, or like all the robots that were so nice. Like, they were like always like, we just want to dance and we just want to be nice, and they were always like cheerful to you, like, hey, come hang out. And they're just zombies, and they're just walking around and you can kill them. But I'm like, any chance, like,
big ones are a little bit more stable if you talk to them.
They have like somewhat like converse-ish, like you can see some words in there.
But the little ones are just like flesh, dude, or whatever.
That broke me, dude. That was one of the most heartbreaking video game moments ever in my entire life, where I was just, because everything was so nice and everything. Any moment where the machines just like lost it and they became what they didn't want to be, I was like, dude, that's fucking rough.
Because that's the thing too, is like going to Gore's point earlier. This game was phenomenal with the side stories because everything builds into the story. Even if the side quest itself feels like, oh, that's kind of weird and out of place, it built into something later. Like, we did talk about this mission a bit on the call before of the parade. That parade, in retrospect to what happens later on, is so fucking hard.
I didn't get to finish that. So how did that finish?
So what ends up happening is after you save the parade, you go back and check in on the guy later. He's like, yeah, the rest of the parade kept going. I just couldn't keep up with it. I don't think it's going to change anything. It's like, well, where did they go? He's like, I don't know, off to somewhere. Maybe they're probably already been killed by now. I think they went by the amusement park or something. And it's like, all right.
That, dude, that mission fucking sucked. Especially because you find that so early, so you're going to lose.
Yeah.
You are going to lose
immediately. You're going to see them, and they're all like, please don't kill us. We're not violent. And then the other robots kill them. And I'm like, I'm only level 20, bro. I can't help.
Yeah, they're level fucking 30, 35, and you're just like spending a minute to kick the shit out of one of them, and the other ones
That's the point, though.
Which I will say, that was another thing, too. I do appreciate that for most part, this game, as long as you have the right skill set and the right amount of patience, you can take on ridiculously overpowered things.
Oh
early
yeah,
on.
I
You have to be fucking
I
patient.
died once.
I fought
I died once
the
before
master
Route C.
Yeah.
I died once before Route C, which was in the castle where the long snake thing came because it caught me in a bad spot and I just couldn't dodge out of there. And then after that, I didn't die until the fucking EMP, and I got my ass fucking kicked. Where your fucking screen is all fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do shit. Yeah. And then you can't like all your dodging's gone, all your jumps gone. I'm like,
yeah,
you want me to
can't do anything. You're fucked, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get on your knees and kiss your ass goodbye, bro.
Yeah. So I died like 3 or 4 times during that, which sucks because if you die twice, you lose all your shit. And you have to fix all that shit up again. But yeah, for the most part, I didn't die. Which makes the ending credits in Route E kind of ironic. Which we'll talk about that too.
A little bit, yeah.
But yeah, no, like it's a very forgiving game. Like I was able to fight the that robot, the one that keeps asking you, to bring him shit. I was able to fight him up to like level 40 or 50 in Route A.
Yeah, I did that too when I played it on the PS4. I because that was the one side mission where I got like really far, but it was just like, oh, now he's like level 50. I'm like level 25.
It takes you half an hour to beat him.
Yeah, it's really hard, and it's like he's not doing like super crazy moves, but it's like
as long as you dodge it, but just every little it takes so long to knock his health out.
It fucking knocks so much health.
Green Super Flash says this game has the best name for any character, Jackass. I agree.
Yeah, Jackass is a great character.
Yeah, Jackass was a great character just in general.
Side mission. Side character too. What's her name? The resistance leader? Anemone? Anemone? That's what I thought it was.
Anima?
She's Anima, yeah. Anima is a great character. Anima and Jackass.
Casey says 9S hacking can cheese the enemy in the game. Yeah, that 9S. That's kind of the point. I feel like though.
Yeah, I love that. I hacked a lot.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Is 9S is not built to fight. You didn't like it?
Yeah, he's not really. I mean, he can fight obviously, but he's definitely a hacker. Like I've hacked a lot of bosses.
Yeah. Which I think is better because I think you played the game once already in the way you're supposed to. Now you can just kind of fuck around. I love when games like, all right, you played the game, fuck around a little bit.
And the
which
original
is cool. This game has a debug mode, which is weird.
That's cool.
It's so wild.
Yeah. One thing that I really like is like the original NieR had the shoot 'em up gameplay as well, but it's not as prevalent as of a focus in this game as is in this game. And I love all the little 2D sequences. I love it. And I love how they come into play in the game when you're doing like a 2D shoot 'em up scene, when you're in one of your little mech airplane things or whatever, jet things. And it just turns into a 2D shoot. The game opens up as that. So it's like, if you've never heard of NieR Automata at all, and you're just like, let me see, it's on Game Pass. You start up, you'll be like, oh, it's a 2D, like, fucking shoot 'em up. Like,
if it didn't say Platinum in front of it, I would have thought that was what it was when I booted it up.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, people would have been like, whoa, okay. And then you start hacking and slashing. But yeah, no, it's like, I love all that stuff because we didn't really talk about it too much. But I really love all the shoot 'em up stuff. It's just really satisfying to launch like 50,000 missiles at the same time when there's
and
like
it kills them, which is nice.
And
it does like massive damage, which is what it should be. Because if like any other game would have been like, all right, you did a little chunk, it's like that you just knocked all the shit out of it.
Right. Like, it's great. But yeah, I have a moment that I love.
Go for it.
And problem is I can't really talk about it because I think it's a spoiler for the original NieR.
Talk about the Emil when.
Yeah, it's Emil.
I saw that. I didn't. I saw his secret fight for ending Y.
I saw that too because I'm not level 99 and I don't have all my weapons yet, so it's like I got most of the weapons. I just need to upgrade them now, so I have to find.
I didn't look into the actual endings, or maybe I just don't get it because I didn't really retain anything of it. So we can talk about that later.
I'm not gonna talk about it too much. If you played the game and you did that, or you're gonna watch it now after beating the game and not knowing there was a secret boss, there is a secret boss in the game, and it's Emil, who's a character that you meet like halfway through the first route as like a screaming head. Right when he appeared too. By the way, I remember because I'm pretty sure I got this far in the PS4 version too. I remember that happening, and I completely forgot. Sent in between me playing it originally and playing it now. I remember immediately when he showed up, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's in it!" And I was like,
Yeah,
and he just like fucking ran off. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Yeah, that was so cool."
Yeah, so I watched a trailer for the original NieR. That's all I've seen out of it.
Yeah.
So I do know that he was in there.
He's in the original NieR, yeah. So it's just really cool that they added a character.
I do know
like
the
that.
twins are in there too.
Yeah, the twins.
And I do know that we've saw.
And they reference that's the only reason why I wish maybe should play the first one first.
Maybe if we do a NieR Games Gone By.
Yeah.
We'll talk Automata too and give it just a heads up, being like, hey, this includes Automata.
Yeah, sure. We'll probably just talk about it if we do a NieR one.
I'll probably play it. I haven't. The way as much as I've loved this game, like this is one of the games, and like I said, that's why I'm telling David to kind of give me a surface level kind of rundown of like the connections, because I do want to be nudged into playing this sooner rather than later, because dude, this game threw me off. Like as much as I loved it, I was like, hey, I know me, I'm gonna like this game. It threw me off over like how much I fucking love this game. Like this is like top 10, I think, for me.
Oh, my hair's weird.
I may actually be putting this into my top.
My hair's weird.
You're losing your hair.
Nobody told me.
It's been weird.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Yeah, no, this is
Look at this big ass comb.
Hell yeah. There's a large, I
can't do it. Go ahead. I can't hear you.
No, that's I was looking at you comb your hair.
They
pretty much tell you the twin story when you watch it and stuff, but like the cool thing is without the context, and a lot of that stuff kind of leaves your head. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't retain it as much because you don't know what's going on. And then so I'm excited. I will play NieR sooner rather than later. I'm assuming.
I will say their ending to their story is really good because they also do a lot of like written text in this game. Even though it's very visual at times, there's a lot of really good stuff that is just like straight up white background writing.
Dude, no, some of the fucking writing, I know those were some of the heaviest moments too. I fucking loved
Resistance's backstory.
I loved when what was it? Adam dropped on 9S you want to fuck 2B, huh?
Fuck 2B, huh?
And 9S just fuck it, yeah. Like
I wish he just said, yeah,
bro. You don't.
Bro, have you seen her? Come on now.
Have you seen her, bro? Come on. I'm horny, bro.
No, like some of the best stuff comes from that. Like the whole what's her name? The robot in the amusement park? I forget her name. The boss. The boss.
I forgot.
Oh, the songstress.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
I don't know. That's fucked up.
You were as the songstress. Yeah, that was fucking.
Oh, the songstress.
Can we just say real quick that Jean Paul is the most fucked up goddamn robot in the whole goddamn.
Because I did the side mission and I hated him, and I'm like, there's no way I can hate him anymore. And the songstress thing and the reveal at the end, I'm like, that's why you should play the side mission.
You're like, you lucky bitch. You're lucky you ran off. I'd have killed you.
Yes.
I would have killed him so hard. I wish I didn't do. I wish I didn't do that side mission.
The whole village.
Because what was the final line for the songstress? It was like, I looked at my reflection in the mirror and I screamed.
Yeah,
and then
she
boom.
Yeah, and then it showed fucking stupid ass Jean Paul.
Casey said it was Simone. That was her actual name.
Yeah, I didn't think it was songstress. But yeah, no, like that. Actually, that's funny too, right? Doesn't 9S and 2B look at the names differently?
Yes. And because I think when you do fighter as 2B,
a lot of characters are named differently when you play them as 9S.
Yeah, because 9S being a scanner and kind of delves into that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing too. Is I think it was part of a side quest too, where you see that. I think it's actually Pascal that mentions that she was also one of the only other machines that were like fully sentient to a degree as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
Yeah. You mean she was off the network?
Yeah, she wasn't on the network.
Yeah, that's what you meant. But yeah, no, it's
that's what I knew though. Like, not even like, because I didn't play Route B yet, but like after the amusement park, I was like, all right, there's something going on here. Like, there's a bigger picture here that I'm starting to finally get. That I knew where this game. I knew this game was gonna go places, but it was up until then. When I was hitting Pascal's Village, I was like, all right, I see.
And I love it. It throws you for a loop because you think like Adam and Eve are like generic bad guys in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like they're talking all mysterious and stuff. So you're thinking like
it's a lot of tropes.
You know what? It's funny because it's very similar to Metal Gear Rising in a way because Metal Gear Rising introduces characters.
But Metal Gear Rising, it just does it. Fucking gives a fuck.
It introduces a character and it'll be like, all right, fight him. He's dead. All right, next guy. So it's very similar in a way to the first route of NieR Automata where it's just like crazy action. There's not much of a story. There's just these villains. They show up, you fight them.
All these big ass villains, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna kill them, and you kill them. You're like,
cool, you're dead. I like that.
Let's see that. That's what I'm saying is when you think like Platinum and that, you just think, oh, this is gonna be just one of those games. And Route A is very much like that.
But when Yoko Taro is there, you know it's not gonna just be like, oh, you just point A to point B, a bunch of weird shit happens. It's gonna be point A, point B to C to D to E, all the way to Z if you want to do all those.
Always Z, and then it's got
point A to B has A to B also in it. So it's
and then somewhere in there's got Elon Musk's kid's name XA12.
X12 or whatever, like fucking mutant from X-Men. Like it's like isn't that X12? Isn't that fucking what's her name?
Yeah.
23.
Whatever. You fuck you.
He likes Logan. You don't.
Well, that's not Logan anyway. That's
anyway.
That's Logan S or whatever her name is.
Logan
S.
S.
Her name Laura is.
But yeah, no, that a lot of stuff just fucked me up with that too. And yeah, man, like that mission.
Every mission fucked me up.
Yeah.
In some way it did.
And you know what I did like a lot? I liked when you can go to the person you're like, hey, this map is funny. And you're like, yeah, man, the map kind of sucks. That's kind of satellites, man. Sorry.
I love that.
All right.
Because the map does suck.
The map does suck, yeah.
At least they admitted it. I guess they could have fixed it, but they're like, nah.
Well, it makes sense once you find out the big truth of what's going on. Which, speaking of which, before we go too more deeper into this, do we want to use this chance to talk a little bit about the connection between the franchise at all, or?
Because NieR is like, it takes place after one of the fucking stupid endings in the original Drakengard, right?
Yeah, it's after ending 5 in Drakengard.
It's just so dumb. I hate when I just don't like it because it belittles this franchise to me a little bit. Because I mean, oh, it's the 5th ending of Drakengard. Like, okay, like Drakengard is nowhere near as good as NieR or NieR Automata, and I feel like you're belittling it just by even putting it in that universe. I don't see them even in the same universe, honestly.
It's one of those
because I really like Drakengard 1.
Say it belittles it at all. Drakengard is a great game. I will fight you on that.
I know.
Oh no, he said 1. Yeah, you guys agreed right there.
1 is a great game. 2, 3 could suck both my nuts. Terrible. No, 3 is terrible.
I'm gonna be.
It's terrible.
I'm gonna go into it with an open mind.
It has the worst frame rate I think I've ever played in a video game, and this game has some frame rate.
So do you not like it because of performance?
No, it sucks too. But it's just like the frame rate. All right, the game doesn't suck. It's like below average. It's like a 4 out of 10. That's below average.
These are all PS2 games.
No,
that's Drakengard 1 and 2 are on PS2. 3's on PS3.
They're all kind of expensive. Drakengard 3 is like $25.
3's dirt cheap. That one goes for like $15.
Like a $25 game, I think.
Is Drakengard?
Drakengard 1 is like a $50 game. Drakengard 2, I think, is around.
What's the best way for me to play those games?
The order that you would want to play.
No, not that. Like monetarily.
PS2. No, they don't have a collection or anything.
There's no digital version of them or anything.
I don't think so. No. Fuck. It's not a huge franchise. Like, I'm actually surprised there was even a 3rd game. I'm surprised there was a NieR 2, honestly. Like, I'm happy there was, but... And I feel like maybe there's only a NieR 2 because Platinum did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Platinum did it, and it sold 4.5 million copies, so hey...
Drakengard 2 is going for only, like, $25 to $30 on some of these.
I don't know. Well, maybe the value did.
How much did Drakengard 1 go for?
Drakengard 2 is still holding strong at value around like 60, but Drakengard 2 you need to play.
Drakengard 1 I guess dropped then, because complete I think it goes for 50. But
yeah, because when I got my copy of Drakengard 1, it was only like 20 that I paid for it, and that was a few months back. But yeah, so the order of events that the games go in is Drakengard 3 is the prequel to everything, and there's a character in that has a presence in NieR Automata as well. It's very slight from my understanding, because I had to do a little bit reading, because I know like one bit of obvious imagery from Drakengard 3, because it's on the fucking cover, is the flowers, which that's a big thing that's kind of used throughout NieR Automata.
Yeah, you mean the lunar tears?
Yeah, the lunar tears.
Yeah, that's a big thing in the original NieR.
Yeah, and so that was a big thing with Drakengard 3 as well. But there's a character in that I don't want to spoil how they weave into things. But there's a character from that is also still in NieR Automata.
Oh,
then
from Drakengard 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know because I didn't fucking finish it because it sucked. So to be honest, even if I finished it, I probably wouldn't know because the game sucked. Are you telling? Is it the main character? You guys. I feel like you could spoil this one, right? Because Drakengard 3 sucked.
But I also want to take an effect if David's being the one to say not spoil it. Maybe it's something worth it.
I'm not gonna play Drakengard 3 ever, so
Maybe it might. Yeah,
I might.
I'm doing this for Adrian's sake.
Okay, fine.
He may.
He should. It sucks.
There's a character that
if you're thinking it's like NieR, it's nothing like
NieR.
NieR.
I'm not expecting. I saw videos of it. It did.
No.
But I mean, still.
Drakengard 1, even the story isn't that great in Drakengard 1. I remember. You play as a mute character. That's the whole point. He's mute for a reason. So you don't even get like that. Like anyway, go ahead.
Then after that goes into Drakengard 1, and the thing about Drakengard 1 is it's definitely kind of more medieval fantasy with dragons. It's the weird bullshit, but it's ending 5 of that game that leads into NieR, which helps to kind of set up a lot of how humanity was kind of on the downward spiral. Then NieR focuses a lot on that downward spiral in more detail. And ending D of NieR is what leads into NieR Automata. And we'll see if we get another NieR game, or perhaps even spin back around to Drakengard again, which ending of these will kind of lead into something. But that's, and Drakengard 2 just pretend it doesn't exist. It may as well not. It gets retconned out of a lot of things.
I don't even remember what happens in Drakengard 2, honestly. Drakengard 3, I remember more only because she has the flower growing out of her eye, which is the whatever, and the frame rate sucked. That's not part of the story.
Drakengard 2 had a really interesting ending, but one of the endings in it was really fascinating in a horrifying sense. But it's one of those things that, for most part, it has no other impact on the rest of the franchise. But no, it's one of those things that they're all loosely connected because, like, yeah, as Casey brought up, we're talking like there's thousands of years of distance between them. So that's what also kind of makes it interesting. So it's like in NieR and NieR Automata, it kind of makes sense because a lot of the characters you're playing as are androids.
Mm-hmm.
For Drakengard, you're not playing an android. You're playing as humans. Same thing with Drakengard 3. So that's why I'm trying not to spoil how a character from Drakengard 3 is involved in what's going on in NieR Automata. But yeah, no, there's a lot of things that are loose tie-ins between them. As Gore mentioned, the twins were from NieR. Same thing with the meal. The Gestalt reports are all about events going on in the original.
That's what the original NieR is actually called. That right there is Gestalt.
Yeah.
And then the one we're getting is Replicant, the remake.
Right, I looked into it a little bit. And they have some weird fucking mobile game they're making, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that one looks fun. It looks like a side scroller. I wouldn't really. Who knows? It probably will have a fucked up story in it, but I have a feeling it's probably gonna be like a little lighter on it.
Right.
Who knows? It'll have probably the most fucked up story of them all. Knowing Yoko Taro. It could be just like all book stuff, and then you do like a little side scrolling. You just read it, most of it. Anyway, good.
You know what's fun?
Games.
Who's the guy that made Zero Escape?
Oh yeah, they should work together.
That's what I was thinking, because they all love fucked up stories and weird routes and.
Well, because it is apparently, I mean, like I think it was Yoko Taro and Suda51. I think we even talked about this on the podcast a while back.
They were drunk and they were just talking about doing something.
Just drunk fucking around, and then Suda51's like in a bar. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to see my new game I'm working on?" Does a fucking reveal in the bar for a game, as the two are just hanging out, fucking pissed drunk. And that's one of those things that, man, I really want to get that book that you fucking picked up of his, because, man, I really want to know what goes on in that dude's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I was talking about a dude who's
By the
like,
way,
yeah, I made this character 2B. I want the entire internet to just fucking crash my hard drive with Rule 34 of her. Do it now. Send me all you got.
do it now. Even though we all know A2 is the better one. So
With her long hair, agreed.
no, not with the long hair.
I liked her better with the long hair.
Well, I don't agree.
I disagree.
We're two fat white guys talking about an anime robot. So
Hell yeah.
hell yeah, what's up? How you doing? By the way, I just want to say I just took a guess at what character you're talking about from Dragon Guard 3, and I immediately got it. I don't want to say it, but
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like the vaguest one, like a weird one. And I was like, is it this character you see at the end, barely, kind of? Like, yeah, it is. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
there you go. Yeah, Kotaro Uchikoshi that made the
Yeah.
Zeroscape games. He would,
Yeah.
him and Yokotaro would be great. All right, write some fucked up thing for me. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'd be down for that.
Listen,
Listen, A2 has the same measurements as 2B, except A2 has bigger ass. I mean, yeah.
A2 has a bigger ass. It's true.
Anyway, sad
I-
game.
I
felt the need to look it up, but hell yeah.
I saw.
Yeah, no, the voice acting was great in all of them. I love the
voice acting was phenomenal. Everybody does a great job.
I love the like subtle change that happened in shifts of the characters. You know, where A2 was the very
Pod. Yeah, A2, but
A2
I
and
gotta
Pod,
give huge
some of the
credit
best
to the
in it.
Pod voice actors.
dude. No, I agree because they killed it.
Towards the end,
When they were having their
fucking nailed it.
conversations to each other, they were kind of like,
Yeah,
do you want your person to live?
yeah,
I believe so.
I do. Affirmative. Or
Yeah, like every character has a robotic sound in them except for the androids, but like they had so much emotion too, which is fucking weird. Like I don't fucking get how they did that. I genuinely don't understand it.
good ass voice actors. You got some good ass voice actors, son. And you know what? The original NieR has some great voice actors.
So
too.
let's talk about the
Grimoire
very.
Vice, one of my favorite characters.
So let's talk about the very end
What?
of Route E.
Nah, I don't want to talk about it.
How'd you guys do in the credits?
Nah, I didn't do
Man,
it.
a buddy of mine was a big fan of this one, so he was kind of checking in on my progress as I was playing it. He's like, "Hey, so just to give you a heads up, by the way, that shmup section is a nightmare. You're gonna need the help of
I was
online
killing it until like it got to the Square Enix part.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where everybody. Fucked
Yeah,
up.
and I was doing all right.
That's the point where you're supposed to die.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Like I've gotten a little past it, but then like I got anyway. But yeah.
It's supposed to be impossible. Like it's actually supposed because your damage, the damage you put out by being alone, isn't enough to.
Because even when you shoot with everyone, they sometimes still get shots off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so he was checking in with you, David.
Yeah, and so like that was the part where I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is, I've played
This is
some
a king. I'm just fucking good at this game.
Yeah, because you should always talk shit from the beginning of you playing something, because that'll
Well,
always.
it's like
You'll never have egg on your face.
A minute later, and I'm like, God, this is all right, it's ramping up a little bit, but it's still not hard. Another, 30, 40 seconds pass, and I'm like, this is manageable still. And then as soon as it got to like the directors and talking about all of them, that's when I'm like, oh fuck! All right, I get now why this is hard.
Yeah, because they're throwing tons and tons of orbs at you.
Yeah, and so
And the amount of orbs that you can shoot become less and less.
And so so obviously you guys said fuck everyone else. I want my save data.
The only reason why I did that is I
still got 100% the game, so yeah, fuck
yeah,
them.
exactly. Why would you do that? Especially since you can just go back to the ending.
You can go back and do that again.
Yeah, you can go back to the ending and just fucking do it later when you're done. Because I wanted to, but I'm going to wait until I'm done.
I was sort of in like the mentality of like now is kind of the time where also like I'm moving on from this game. I'm not going to come back to it for a little while anyway, even if I wanted to. I got Last of Us. I got other stuff I want to play.
I have Last of Us also. I'm going back to it. Fuck Last of Us.
Well, you're in a certain position right now.
How am I in a certain position?
Because you got spoiled and you don't want to deal with it anymore.
You fucking just played the part I got spoiled on. Besides another part.
Another
part got spoiled.
But yeah, no, so like I was kind of like feeling it, and that game sort of hit me, and it hits you with those questions. Because how far did you guys say no immediately and said no?
Yeah.
I said no. What I did was I waited and looked it up and made sure that if it was fucking around or not, because I was dead set on playing more of it, and I wanted to know, is it fucking around? Because I do want to help other people, but I don't want to lose my shit, because I do want to fucking do it again.
But did you say...
I'm 42 hours into the game. I don't want to have to start over if I want to do
I was like 50 hours in with this game, so...
Yeah.
But wait, so Gore, did you select no immediately when it's like, would you say that? You said no then?
No, I waited.
Or did you say yes, or just no?
No, just no. I know if you say yes, it keeps asking.
Yeah, so I thought that was, if anything, like, yeah, it's 50 hours is gone, but I will go back to this game like someday. Especially, I might even go back with knowing that I will play NieR, and I'm gonna probably want to go back into it. That's kind of what my mindset was too. But yeah, no, I played it, and it asked me that, and I was like, huh, sure. It's like, and then it started asking you. It was nice because it kind of amplified my game even more, because it was like, you sure you want to do it? It's like, we're literally gonna get rid of everything. I'm like, yes. So like, all right. Even if you're not gonna be thanked. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Even if you fucking hate that guy on that side of the screen, that you just fucking hate him, you okay with that? I'm like, yeah. They're like, all right. With all that said, you sure? Yeah. It's like, all right, cool. And then it does. Did you see this, David? How it looks when it does
actually
No,
goes.
the second I said, do you want to help someone that's weak? I was like, no, fuck off.
But you haven't seen what happens.
Yeah, they show you your.
It's like, it's pretty painful, because it shows you everything, and it just starts knocking it out one by one by one. So here's your intel. Here's your stats.
Damn.
Here's your main screen.
Here's your 50 hours.
Here's your all your saves. And then there's a white screen, and then it goes back to the intro, and all you see is new game.
Yep. But hey, it's gonna help somebody, so it's.
I liked the message behind there, and I was sort of like in that mode where I'm like, I'm down to whatever game you want to play, Yokotaro, I'm in.
Well, no, I'm gonna do it too, but I'm just not gonna.
And I've heard, because I looked it up too afterwards. Cause obviously, people were like, oh, that's kind of similar to the first game, because I know that was too, because I mentioned that to Gore's like, oh, so you gonna go back and finish those? I'm like, I can't. He's like, oh, what happened? You delete your save or something? Like, yeah, it's a funny story. He's like, oh, and then like 5 seconds later, like, wait, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, we'll talk about it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me specifically what happens. I know what happens, but don't tell me. I'd rather just go in blind, obviously.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's
because someone spoiled it with me saying.
You know what happens, right, David, in the original? Yeah, it's good. It comes out of the screen, gives you a hot blowy right there.
Oh, a hot one, not a cold one.
A hot one. You don't want a cold one.
No, I only want a cold one with the bros, dude.
I only do cold ones with the bros. What, beers? No, blowjobs. Get down there.
Get down there.
Put a couple ice cubes in first, no?
Yeah, in his mouth.
Words can't describe how much I love this game, though.
Yeah,
like, it's so incredible what they've done. This game felt more emotional impact than fucking video games with like actual characters that were humans.
Like a lot.
These machines, you know, like
actual machines you talk about, not even just 2B, 9S, and A2. You mean the robots with no facial expressions because they don't have a face.
And they're cute, you know, they're cute. They look innocent. Like the way they attack you is silly too. Like they just start spinning their arms all at you. Oh, and I will say, you know what? That fucking when the Become as Gods song starts hitting.
We become as gods. Yeah.
I was waiting to see. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Why the Become as Gods edition? I was like, when am I gonna get to that part?
Yeah. We become as gods.
Is this game physical on Xbox or is it only digital?
No, only digital.
Yeah, so I might end up buying a physical on PS4.
I have it. I need to get the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah. I love when people do dumbass names.
Remastered. It's still my favorite.
Definitive, rehydrated.
My favorite is actually Dead Island Game of the Year edition because only one site ever gave Dead Island Game of the Year, and they're like, we gotta roll with it. It's Game of the Year. There was another game recently that made a Game of the Year edition that I don't think anybody really gave Game of the Year, but they made a Game of the Year edition.
I forget. I know there's one game I forget. He asked, you deleted your save before you bought all the remaining. Yeah, well, I beat the game, so I had to roll with it. I wasn't like, I'll do this. I'll come back and do it. And I was like, I'm kind of in a good moment right now where I was encompassed in what that man was doing. You know, I was like, you have hit everything right. If this is what you're throwing at me right now, and you want me to throw the bone to you, sure. No, Casey, I know. I'm saying literally, I didn't know the fucking guy was gonna be like, hey, you want to delete your save? Like that's why I didn't buy the achievements. I'm like, all right, cool. I thought I legitimately was like, as soon as that was done, I was ready to go back and do a lot of the endings. I was like, all right, cool. You know what? I got some time. I'm gonna hang out and do the endings. And he's like, you want this? I'm like, you know what? You did good, kid. I'll roll with you. What you got for me? You want to fuck up my 45 hours? Sure.
Just fuck me up, fam.
Yeah, I like it that way though. I have no regrets on that whatsoever. I didn't intend to go back like heavily right now, but like either way, I'm like totally in on it. I'm fine. I'm gonna go back and play it again eventually whenever I do Drakengard and NieR, and probably love that game even more. Hey Stingray, appreciate ya. You have a good night.
Yeah. Good night. By the way, I found the game I was talking about. It was World War Z that had a Game of the Year edition.
I didn't know that had a Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, because I looked up one. I was like, Game of the Year edition. What the fuck? It's like it was a fun game, but I don't know about that. Anyway, I just wanted to drop that in. So yeah, you can buy the achievement.
But yeah, so ending E, which is what we were starting to talk about there. That's exactly what I was talking about with how House of Fata Morgana left me feeling is by the end of it, you know, whether you start off initially with A2 or with 9S, 9S, Adam and Eve are just like, yo, bro, you want to go to the moon with us? It's like, all right, let's do this, I guess. Or, you go A2 and it's like, all right, we're going to fuck this place up and I'm going to go say hi to my dead friends. I got to do this last thing. And then it builds off with the pause going like, let's try to get them back. And it's like, yeah, but we're not supposed to. We're supposed to self. No. Let's bring them back.
And then talk about like, are you feeling like we're like growing a conscience and like we want to do it because we want to do it, not because we're being told to do it by some shit that doesn't even exist anymore. Like
right.
The bunker don't even exist.
Yeah,
like,
and
I know we're still supposed to like carry it out, but still, like I just love that, like because there's like that pause during like them talking, and then pod is it 42?
Yeah.
It's just like pod 153. You don't feel a little something? I
love that thing where
she's
it's like,
no, what are you talking about, man?
I love the one where it's like, please don't die, or like I hope you don't die, and the other one's like,
yeah,
I hope you don't either.
Yeah, I like that stuff. I wish it was voiced though, because some of the stuff I wish it was voiced, because I could see the voice actors really nailing it, but reading it is good too. I can read. Jokes aside.
What?
Jokes aside, I can't.
What?
For now, I can read until later. I'm lying. I can't read.
That's the biggest shock. That's the biggest twist we had this call.
I had to translate it to Braille because I can only read Braille. It's weird. I'm not even blind. It's very strange. Anyway, go ahead, Dave.
But yeah, I mean, to finish a couple thoughts there, the line Adrian brought up earlier of like, you want to fuck her, don't you? And it's like, yeah, I actually would have loved that line to actually be.
And it was censored too, which I think added for even more effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's not much cursing in the game too.
Nope.
I don't know why I just thought of that. There's a lot of hell and shit, but no fucks. Hell yeah. It's an M-rated game. And it doesn't divulge to just people saying, fuck this, It's just like, I don't know why. NieR had a lot of cursing, though. The original NieR definitely. Sorry, I interrupted you. There's one character in the game that is a potty mouth. But anyway. Go ahead.
But that was...
I was just saying, I just really like the original.
Ram my goddamn fist down your throat.
Go ahead.
All right. So that was actually in ending E with all the great banter with the pods and everything. That was still one of my other favorite lines between them two. Is after that whole discussion of like, yeah, are we like growing consciousnesses and everything? Pod 42's. It was 152's like, are you like starting to feel embarrassed? And Pod 42's like, I don't think I understand the ramifications of what that even entails, so I'm just gonna say no.
No, it's 42 that was saying that.
Yeah.
It was like I feel embarrassed because like we went on a suicide mission and I'm alive. It's just like yeah, I guess I don't know if it was a suicide mission, but
yeah, that whole ending sequence with ending E was just beautiful because even at the end, she's just like, there's no like chance that. I mean, there's a strong chance that everything just goes back to how it was. They're just gonna end up getting themselves killed or trying to kill each other again. You know that, right? He's like, yeah, that could happen. But what if it doesn't? And it's like you're still left with that.
It's the most hopeful ending for the series so far. It's like it really. I mean, at the end when that happened, I was like, that's a happy ending technically, because hey, all your characters are alive. I mean, it still sucks, but it's just like you find out the human race is completely gone.
Yeah, that shit was like, wow.
Yeah, because like at the end of NieR, there's still something, but like this is just like nothing, bro.
And was that the big twist to you guys that got you guys off guard, or was it kind of like? Because I felt like something was up.
Yeah, there's definitely. I had a feeling there was something up, and then when they announced the commander said that, they announced it. The commander announced it on on a EA Play. But no, when the commander told 9S, it was just like, yeah, it was still a surprise, but I was like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense for this world that like, oh, we're fighting for really nothing. Like, there's no humans. There's research. That's it. There's intel about humans or whatever, like data about humans. That's about it on the moon. That's really it. But yeah, no, it's there's a lot of really depressing moments. So the ending is really like, even before the ending, when you could do ending D and whatever, or ending C and D, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, when D and E are you pick D one, and one of them is C, one of them is D, and then you get.
Well, when you do D and E, then whichever ending you do the second time ends up making the better ending, I guess, right?
Yeah, C and D after you do both.
Either one could be the good ending. Yeah. So I actually did the 9S evil one second. I'm sure everybody else did. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I picked A2. I was a big A2 fan.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't even that I was a big A2 fan. I was, but it's just one of those things where like 9S is going nuts. I got to put him down. It's just like I love 9S.
You're like, bro, you wilding out a little bit.
Yeah, just like with 2B, like 2B was going crazy.
That was a cool reveal, I think, where it was revealed that she was built just to kill 9S, and then went back and was like, hey, you've done this a lot, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah, that's why at the end. Because at the end, yeah, you did. You did it 3 times, actually. They only showed you twice, but you did it 3 times because you activated your black boxes twice, and then you choked them out that one. So, what's up, dude?
No, I had a thought to follow up on with that, which again goes into the beauty of the storytelling in this game. But I'll let you finish your thought first.
I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Sorry. So no, that goes into the beauty of the storytelling of this game. Because again, a random side quest has you encounter an E-type model who ends up killing their friend, and they don't have the memory of it. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, I just fucked them up, and I guess I didn't remember. And then it's like, and shit.
Guess what she does once you reveal it to her? She starts fucking laughing like crazy, kind of like what 9S did.
Yeah.
So all your androids, I'm assuming, just go nuts after the logic virus hits. So they do they do that shit.
But that was also one of those things that they did a lot of subtle setup for the reveal, because you had that side mission. Then you have the thing where when you think about that whole side mission, that basically educates you that there is a specific dedicated team that handles exclusively killing the other Yorha. Mm-hmm. The E unit, the execution units, that is their whole purpose. And throughout the game, you have other side missions. It's like, yeah, go fuck up these other Yorha we found. It's like, why does 2B get those missions then? Is it just, I mean, we're obviously not the only Yorha here. Why does 2B keep getting told to kill all these other Yorha? And it's like,
and 9S doesn't really question it because he knows. 9S already knows. Like, if you read the thing after you do the 9S mission, 9S ending, like, you read his, like, little description of what's happening, like, throughout the game. Like, you read, like, a little outline of like, I said hey, and she said fuck off or whatever. But then at the end he says like, yeah, I already know she kills our androids.
Yeah, because that was the thing. Is like they're like every time we reset you, we know you're always going to keep refiguring it out.
Because he's a scanner, of course he would know. Like, but yeah.
And he's also attached to her.
Yeah. You want that ass? Fucker. Yeah, exactly like that. I mean, I don't blame her.
We haven't even discussed the forest.
Oh yeah, the forest. I want to talk about 2B's death.
Love that area. God damn.
We can go do that and then get to that part.
Yeah, we could do the forest first.
The forest was tragic too, man.
Yeah, the fucking I hit my fucking.
I know. I was waiting for you to do it. Dude, like, yeah, when they're just like, all right, well, we lost our king. Well, it'll be this baby now. I was like, well, the baby's not growing. It sure is cute though, huh? Yeah, very cute.
It is.
And then A2 just
fucking kills the thing.
And I stuck on the fucking. And it was a very cute fucking robot.
It was a cute. It was a little pacifier
robot.
That's what, dude. Such a fantastic design. Like so minimalist, but like so much personality in it. Like, they nailed it.
It's very NieR too, because it's very similar looking in a way to stuff from the original NieR.
Right.
Oh, so like that's the beauty.
He likes his orbs.
Hell
that's
yeah.
what I know. He likes
balls.
the circular. He likes the circular head. He likes the balls. Except for 9S, he's very smooth out there. Unfortunately.
No, you're gonna say,
that was the whole beauty of the Forest Kingdom. Is like the whole time Pascal's like, yeah, there's like this other kind of friendly robot area, but like I don't know, they kind of scare us a little bit. And it's like you go through, and the whole thing is just like this weird honor badge. Like, no, we gotta protect the king. And it's like, all right, who the fuck is this king? Whatever. So you go through and you start, your fucking robot genocide throughout there. And it's like there's that thought in the back of your head where it's like, yeah, but what if you actually try to stop and talk to these guys? It's like, no, don't worry about that. Just fucking page through. Then you get to the king's chambers. It's like, that's a baby. Oh, then first appearance of A2. Funk, shunk.
And then stuck on the fucking sword.
Yeah, and then she's like,
and then
yeah, which I love. I love that that's the first time you see A2, because it's another thing where if someone plays the game and only plays the first route and that's it, that's just a random character that shows up. And that's actually kind of cool. A random Yorha that's a deserter just is there. She's not a big part of the plot. She is, obviously. But if you played the first route and think that's the entire game, then...
Which, unless you're, in the know... You would just think, oh, that's just a weird plot hole.
Or you watch the beginning of the game, where if you stay on the menu too long, it starts playing that trailer, and they show A2 right there, and it's just like, oh, okay. So
also, she's on the box art.
Yeah, but it's a digital game, so yeah. It's also Game Pass, so yeah. Well, it's digital on Game Pass. And it's also digital on Xbox. Period. So there's no. I mean, I guess some people could look at the box art for digital, but most
I know
people
she was in the background. Was she on the background on the PS4?
I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah, she definitely is. I'm just saying, I don't think a lot of people would give a shit. They probably heard NieR and went, "Oh, NieR, I'll download it. I'm not gonna look at the box art and really decipher it." But even if she's in the background, that still doesn't mean anything. She could just be, she shows up for 5 seconds.
Right.
That would be the first time they put somebody that's barely a character on a fucking front of a poster.
Yeah, but
that whole thing, and then when you get the backstory behind it in Route B, which that's the beauty. That was, I think, one of the, aside from Simone, I think the forest part was really the cool.
I think the forest part was the best one.
Yeah, well, I think that was because that set it up
this
many years ago, and then it
felt like an actual because they're labeled as picture books. That one felt the most.
God, I would buy a fuck out of a NieR Automata picture book, dude.
Yeah, I messed the Babadook one, so I better get that one.
I'm pissed about that too. Again,
yeah, dude, I watched Babadook when it first came out, and I didn't even know until it sold out. I was so fucking upset. And then they reissued it, and I didn't hear about it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I hate it. I
watched Babadook. I'm like, dude, I would love to have that. So I looked online. Hey, it sold out 2 months prior. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about the reissue. That's what sucks about a movie not being that popular, is that nobody talks about it. Especially not a fucking book about a movie. Even though that
Yeah,
is
they're
good.
not making any more of that one. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's great. I got the Blu-ray that has the pop-up thing. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it has a cover where you
I'm super
open it
upset
and the
about that
bottom
because
is
I would
pop-up.
have loved that thing. That thing was amazing. Anyway, but yeah,
But
no,
back to
they gave that, and yeah, that had
the
like,
fourth one where it's just like, hey, I'm royalty now. I'm the king. Like we need to figure this shit out. He's like the big dude, so it's like, all right.
and all the robots there is like, do you guys know what
King.
a king is? And they're like, no. And then next flashback, you see them in the armor.
Yeah. And then that's the saddest thing when he's dead. He's just like there. And then later on, it's almost like this shirt right here. Like with my Iron Giant, he's just like
Spoilers.
there. Yeah. Though this isn't really from the movie though. This is a combination with other stuff. Also, if you ever see Iron Giant, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But anyway.
Movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
No, this isn't really from the movie anyway. But it isn't. It's a combination of something
I know.
else.
I
And-
believe you.
Yeah, it's not really. But yeah, and then at the end you just see him like chilling there, like, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. And then later when you play it again, you go to that area, and you see him just like there, and then they're like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like that's the king,
the
man.
king,
You
baby.
bow your fucking head. Bow your head. It was good. It was really great ways of like expanding a story you already have heard by adding just little bits.
Can I say
But
the funniest part was when you saw the robots fucking at the very beginning when you first played for the first time. You're like,
and then
Help.
Adam and Eve get birthed.
yeah,
Which
I
is
was like,
funny
"Alright,
because I'm assuming it's Eve that sprouts out of his stomach, right?
Because like the
A
rib.
little,
all-
like Adam and Eve with the rib.
Yeah. That was one
Get
thing.
it?
that's, like, the symbolism does get a little heavy-handed sometimes, like outright
Little bit.
fucking Eve eating the apple. as
I
she's
do
reading
like
the
that they
Bible.
mentioned that though. They're like,
Yeah.
wasn't Eve a woman? He's
Should
like,
have been Sodom
Cain
and
and Abel.
Gomorrah, or-
yeah,
Cain and Abel,
and
that's
it's
not
like,
good.
like, just be happy your name, dude.
Yeah, just be happy, bro. Which I'm like, it's very hard.
Which that was another thing that was done so well too. Is like they're kind of set up as like, all right, these are evil maniacal villains, but I don't really get why. And then as you're going through 9S, it's like, oh shit, they spent a lot of time like really being together and growing and learning and kind of like, oh, this shit, they really were close. Yeah, I get their fucking homicidal. Oh, that was another thing. Another thing that helps to tie in NieR Automata to Drakengard. The markings that are worn on Eve are the same markings as the witch's cult in Dragon. So that's another thing that kind of ties those things together.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember those markings. I haven't played Dragon Guard since I remember getting Dragon Guard when it first came out because the fucking TV spots for that game were so sick. And I was like, I need to get this. And I did.
Here you are.
Big ups for young me. I got it.
Now you're playing
Here I am.
Now you're playing the sequel.
A fat, lonely douchebag playing the kind of sequel. The fourth sequel, I guess. Unless there's another fucking stupid spin-off series I've never heard of. I'm sure there is. Like, ending 6 has a... that's where...
Watch Dogs comes in.
That's where Garfield card comes in.
But no, legit, can I say that it is kind of a neat idea of just the fact that it's like, yeah, there's different endings that can spawn into other ideas. It's never like
I don't mind that, but I just
closed.
I hate that it has to be for ending 5. I get it. Ending 5 is a bad ending. I get it. It's just like it doesn't really bother me that much. It's just like NieR is such a great series that it's just like it's a part of Dragon Guard, but only.
I think I can see why you're pissed at it's the bad ending
It's
of a
so-
shit game.
Yeah, well, not shit, but like not comparatively not as good. Yeah, it's just like it's a part of like whenever someone discusses NieR in like a review or whatever, it's like it's a part of the Dragon Guard series. That's a part of the NieR series. Fuck Dragon Guard. Dragon Guard's dead.
I mean, I
ruined it all.
agree, but I disagree. It's the same way of like
Oh,
how I
you
look at
disagree?
SMT
No way.
Persona. It's technically its own subset of the franchise, but the franchise is Drakengard.
But you know what happened with Persona? Persona became way more popular than.
And Shin Megami Tensei 5, where's that now, David?
Yeah, exactly. So it's very
Persona
similar.
5 happened. Where's SMT 5?
But now when people talk about Persona, they don't say
There's
it's
two Persona 5s, David. Where's SMT 5?
There's 3 technically. You got that stupid
Hell,
scramble game.
But that's the frustrating thing is it's only modern Persona that fucking.
You're getting farther and farther away from your mic, so it's getting harder and harder to hear you.
which is fine.
It's fucking. That's what frustrates me. Is it's only modern Persona that fucking matters to Atlas either, just because we still don't have the other fucking 3 in a reasonable format.
I mean, it's the only one that matters to me and Gore too, so fuck it.
Right on. Anyway,
But anyways, NieR Automata, great game. I could go on hours about all the fucking beauty in the game.
Yeah, the game itself is so good. If I had any negative about it, is that there's not as many waifus as I would like. Only like 5. I 10 is my low for that. So screw it.
Jackass.
Yeah, Jackass. Well, she's too covered up. I'm playing a character.
Thank you.
I'm not.
David didn't even flinch.
Yeah, Dave was like, I agree. This man makes sense. But no, no. One thing I can say that I didn't love about the game is that there's no autosave. And I knew that already. I already knew there was no autosave. But it just sucks that when the game just fucking decides to freeze on you and you're at the end of a pretty long mission. Not.
Did it freeze on you? That sucks.
Too long. Huh?
It froze on you?
Yeah, it froze on me twice, actually. The first time I was lucky, I just saved, and then it froze. When I say freeze, I mean, it goes to, like, the black screen. It's supposed to load into...
And it doesn't load in?
And it doesn't. It just...
Oh, that's happened to me. That's happened to me at the beginning of Route B.
Yeah.
I just sat there for a little while. I'm like, huh.
And then it happened the first time. It was okay. I just had to reload it. It was fine. I had to do, like, 5 minutes of stuff. Because I was grinding a little bit. I was like, all right, I got to grind a little more. And the second time it happened was at the end. It happened today. I was finished the last like couple hours, but it was at the end, and I was like, "All right, cool. That's a fucked up scene. All right, black screen." And it was actually a fucked up scene that was like it being a black screen for like maybe 10, 15 seconds fit. It was like
what scene was it?
It's dramatic. It was right when he goes crazy with the infection in his brain. When he does all the hacking and stuff.
Yeah.
The hacking tower and stuff, and he goes and he starts going crazy. So it's like it's like fading out on him laughing. And I'm like, oh, and it's like 10, 15 seconds. I'm like,
oh,
this good shit, man. It didn't even go to the fucking diagnostic screen yet. I'm like, oh, that's good. And then about a minute passed by, I'm like,
oh,
that's really good. It's like, wow, that really Yoko Taro, man. And then about another minute passed by. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking frozen. And it was the second time it happened, but I was just like, it fits this time. Maybe it wasn't.
You did it again. I was like, no, you're supposed to wait another 10 seconds. You would have had it.
Oh, that would have been great. But yeah, and then I had to redo the entire, which really sucks because the hacking, I like it, but it gets, when you do it so much.
They should have added maybe like 3 or 4 more different variants to kind of spice it up a little bit and throw it in there.
Sure. Or even like a random generation kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. Because like for those ones, they were the same fucking things I had to do again. So it's just
you know what? I kind of like that too because you get really good at it. If you know like a specific route, you're like, all right, if I swing around here really quick and just do that, it'll finish it in like 2 seconds. So eventually it's kind of like me thinking like, oh, I'm just getting really good at this now.
Yeah, but it was like it wasn't really like hard or anything. It was just like I had to do it again.
Right.
So if it was like something different, then I'd be like, okay, it's different. So whatever. I'm glad it froze. It's different now. I'm experiencing something different. No, I was just doing the same shit. I was like, all right, cool. It had to be that mission where there was like no action at all. It was just hacking. So I had to go through it again. I'm like, do the hacking. Like it's just all hacking.
I will say that
like,
this game
how we're doing hacking
is not a bad podcast game either when you're just doing a couple side missions that are kind of like
no, not at all, because it really is like very quiet. I mean, the music is great. So like
yeah, well, I mean when you're 40 hours into a game or you spend 45 hours total, you get the music a lot. So I'm like I'm okay with like, hey, if I gotta run this way and do a quick like collecting thing and then run back, I'm like, all right, I'll throw a podcast on and kind of listen to something on the way there too.
Yeah, they do reuse some of the, like they do like redo like
themes, like they're thematic.
No, they do like remakes of some music from the original NieR also.
Oh,
which is cool. But yeah, no, the music's great. So yeah, I like keep it at like an equal level volume, I guess. And when there's talking, what I have a because my computer's away from my TV, obviously, so I move over there. I have just another mouse that's used for like moving stuff around when I want to like go to a different video while playing games. So I just like have it right on the screen. I'm like, oh, press pause, like watch.
Hell yeah.
All right. man, good fucking cutscene, bros. All right, yeah, 2B's still looking great. Then click it on. It's just like, all right, back to the podcast. It's good stuff. But getting into the world, I do really like how small it is. I really like that it feels personal because it's so small. So you're like, I know exactly. I don't even need the map anymore. I know exactly where
I
everything
do
is.
feel like maybe the only gripe I have when I was thinking about this is how the entire world rests on the fate of one small section of the world, where it's like resting like one city. I'm like, I feel like for like such a worldwide thing,
that's a I guess that's a fault of the engine. Because like even the resistance camp, you're like, oh, it's supposed to be, obviously it's supposed to be way more than like 15, 20 people, but that's not maybe
like a camp.
That's me being generous too. I think it's more like around 15 maybe. 15 people there. You know, there's supposed to be way more people there.
Right.
But yeah, that's just a fault of the engine. Like that's why I can't wait. I graphics are great, but that's why I can't wait for like a new gen to happen every time a new gen's coming. Because then I'm like, oh man, they're gonna go crazy with like the amount of detail. Like the fucking like Spider-Man, the next Spider-Man's gonna have, you know how we had plenty of pedestrians last time.
Now it's gonna have double.
It's gonna be like fucking. There's gonna be so many pedestrians.
Dude, remember the first time you saw Dead Rising?
Exactly, Dead Rising 3.
No, just Dead Rising.
Oh, Dead Rising
360.
1, yeah, sure.
And you're just like, "Ooh, god
and
damn."
Then you see 2, and it's like, wow, they put more. And then you see 3, you're like, god damn.
And you see 4, and you're like, no, put it away.
Like, no, Frank, no, that's not Frank. I thought 4 was fine. He wasn't Frank most of the time. They should just call it
Brank chest.
Yeah, tank vest.
Tank vest. All right. Anyone else have any final thoughts on NieR?
I want to talk about 2B dying because I think that's the one that's like the first moment.
Dude, when you fight all the 2Bs, when you fight all the 2Bs, when you fight as 9S. Is it hacking? I forget what it was. When you're stabbing someone over and over again, it's just 2B.
Oh yeah, that's the part where he goes crazy. That's the part where I was talking about. He goes crazy. They fade it out.
And it's the blood on 2B's face.
Yeah, the blood on 2B's face and stuff. And because you could tell it's 2B too, because the thing that he's fighting is like flipping around, kind of like 2B. I didn't immediately pick up on it until he started stabbing 2B, but you could tell like the second time.
I didn't know that.
Huh?
I didn't notice that.
Because I had to play it twice, because it fucking glitched, so I had to fight her again. And she's pretty easy. I was a little over leveled, I think, anyway. But yeah, they're like she's like doing flips and stuff at times, and it looks like 2B.
There's one of the pixel fights that you fight. You can tell it's Adam, I think, because of like the pixels fight exactly how Adam fights.
Right. Yeah. So it's.
But yeah, anyway, so 2B dying. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, 2B dying is like, it's a whole thing because it's right after the entire bunker is done. Commander dies. 9S and 2B are like the only Yorhas that they think are left, besides I guess A2. They don't even know if she's alive. They don't really give a shit. But
and then you have that walk, that long walk.
But yeah, that long walk. But you also have the part right before that where she's fighting all the other infected Yorhas. But then she like makes it so that 9S doesn't die. Because her whole thing is about 9S. She has to kill 9S.
Yeah.
And that's the one time where she saves 9S and gets him away. Which is
so great. Let me get this straight. Let me pull this part. 9S gets killed because he knows too much.
Yes.
9S did so they keep
because that's the fault about scanners.
Right. But they keep him around because he's so good at finding other stuff that he's still beneficial.
But they get rid of his memory because he's so good.
That's what I figured. So he's good.
She's killed 9S probably a lot because in the beginning of the game you get the sense that 2B already knows 9S and 9S doesn't know 2B. Like when 9S introduces himself to 2B's kind of like, yeah, okay, like she already knows who he is, obviously. Right. But 9S doesn't know who she is because he died and whatever.
Right. But I was trying to connect that. So it's because like scanners are so good. They're like, all right, they're fucking good, so keep them around because they're good, but also get rid of them too.
Yeah, because that was the whole thing, is the machines wanted to go ahead and just get as much research data as possible.
Yeah, well, that's also, like, they can get rid of them because they could just replicate them anyway. And their skills are the same, I think.
Really quick, just side quick before we go back to the 2B's death. Another thing that fucked me up was seeing all the robots just jump in the lava.
Oh, yeah. Walking by and
I was walking through there, and initially I was starting to fuck them up. Then I'm like, wait a second, why are they all standing on the edge there? It's like, Oh,
that one too. When that side mission where you have to keep hacking the robots, and there's like, I don't know, I don't really feel anymore. And then you get that one where just
the ones that are just like on top.
Yeah,
of
they're on the high spots.
Yeah. That was. It's pretty deep game.
Pretty
considering
fucked.
you play as a girl that you can explode her skirt and just walk around.
So what the fuck
do you?
I don't get. So how do you do that? I didn't even look into it.
You have to press both of the. So that means you didn't do the A2 Berserk mode either. That means
I did.
You have to press. Oh, you did. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same input.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You just explode instead of turn into a rage demon. So it's the same thing.
I kept turning that off, thinking that was gonna be some sort of like weird little funny thing at the end.
Oh no, there is a funny thing though. One of the endings
with the self-destruct. Yeah, because you could take off one.
You could just remove your chip and.
Yeah, but I thought that was gonna be something because they made a point where you keep like, hey, we keep these on for a reason. You can try, and you know what made it funnier, ironically, when I had watched the 2S version of it or the 9S version of it, where it had a recording of it. It's like you just see me being an asshole, like, nope, turn it off. Nope, turn it off. Don't want it. Anyway, sorry. So 2B death. Let's go back to that and let's stick on that.
All right, so yeah, the long walk, like you mentioned earlier, when she's just like being corrupted by the logic virus, and she's just like going, walking slowly through the sewers.
It's a long walk, yeah.
Slow. I got caught in one part where the enemy started beating my ass, so I was like, no, I'm just walking slowly, and there's like these enemies fucking me up, so I'm just like, this sucks. And there's moments where you get like your double jump back. So I'm just like, oh, please give it back to me. And like the last second before I was about to get my ass destroyed. I mean, I had plenty of healing items, but still, I got my double. And I was like, oh, good. I need to get the fuck out of here. But yeah, it's a long walk.
I hate that segment so much.
There were
so many times I was trying to get through that, and then fucking one of the big fuckers would punch me all the way down the goddamn hole, and I'm like, I gotta climb.
That never happened to me.
Yeah, I mean, I only got attacked once by a group. I went.
I really think I got attacked. I think I just got through.
Yeah, you probably went just a better route, but I went one route because I kind of got mixed up, and I was actually scared because it's doing that timer thing. So it's just like you better hurry up. So I was just like, fuck, I'll go this way.
You know what? That makes sense. I think I hit a really good route because it didn't match up with what my percent was. Because like, virus hitting it 60%. All right, and then eventually virus hitting it 80%. I'm like, all right. Then 3 seconds later, virus 90%. I'm like, what? It just jumped right up. Yeah.
So you got a good route. But yeah, no, that's a great moment, the 2B death, because it's like 2B is the face of the game. She's a very popular character now. She's in fucking Soul Calibur,
which I'm in now. Day we playing that.
You're not expecting her to die in what is essentially the intro of the game. Technically, it's like the beginning of the actual game at that point, because we said the first 2 routes are really the intro.
Yeah, which is wild, right? That the beginning of the game is literally like the last third of the game.
Yeah. So she dies. And I'm like, all right, she'll come back somehow, and I guess she does,
but not really like at the capacity you think.
No, she's dead. She gets killed, and 9S is fucking pissed. And
the anime moment,
where it's like, "I'll kill you."
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, there's plenty of anime
which
moments. Game.
Nah, never mind. I was gonna say, but David's not gonna get it. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, does the voice actor sound like Akechi in Persona at all? I thought it was for a second. I had to look it up and it wasn't.
It did sound a little bit like Akechi.
But it just sounded because it was kind of anime.
You talking about for 9S, right?
Yeah.
Akechi
no, for 2B.
I don't know who Akechi is.
Yeah.
I played Persona 5 10 hours, and that was 3 years ago.
It's a character you meet later on.
No, 5, yeah. Never mind.
Wow, fake.
He didn't even know. He played the.
I was thinking of Adachi. Shut up.
Fake
He played
gamer.
it twice.
Fake gamer. And then you hit that moment, and you see 9S looks up, sees the sword, and nines, and then boom.
Yeah.
And you're like, this 9S boy, he gonna go crazy.
My memories and stuff.
He gonna go crazy.
These are my memories when she hands the sword to A2. I was like, oh, so good. Love this game. It's fucking great. So anyway, 9S wasn't like that.
I love how convenient it was that A2 lost the hair right then too.
Yeah, it was a little weird that she did.
She purposely cut it.
But why?
Because she took over 2B's memories in her sword, so she's like, all right, well, it's a very Japanese thing. You honor an oath by going ahead and cutting your hair.
But she's a android in the future. Why would she know that oath? Why would she care? Later on,
Also, she wasn't really humanoid
later on,
like
you
that,
find
right?
out she doesn't know shit. She's kind of stupid because like the pod's like, you should really do this. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Dude, I loved how
Their interactions.
A2's like character arc in Route C was so well done. Even though like you would think from like if you just saw the beating from point A to point B, you're like, huh, that's gonna be hard to pull off because oh, she's sassy and she hates everything, and all of a sudden to be like the most caring for sure.
Yeah.
And dude, I loved her interaction with the pod was fucking incredible.
Yeah,
I love the pod just gained so much after that.
I like at the end too, where he's just like their last interaction was just like, you know what, Pod, you're okay. Like the Pod's worried about her dying or whatever. And he's like, you know what, you're okay, Pod.
And again,
like,
I want to pull off the fantastic shot where it was A2 and 9S on there. It felt a lot like the Goliaths. It had them right there, and you look in the back, and the sun's right there, and it's like, all right, who do you pick?
Yeah,
and you pick one, they're like, are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yep.
Understood. Understood. I'm like, all right. And then, of course, you can go back. And I went back. The A2 ending is really, really good, too. Because it's abrupt because it kind of ends really quickly after she sacrifices herself.
I love when the music cuts. I love how the music just crescendos and then...
Yeah, it's a really fucking good ending. Because she's like, what did she say? Like, she's talking about, like, all the people that have died or whatever. And she's like, says, like, I'm coming or something. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
It's just like what's his name?
Alex Jones.
Yeah. What did you say again? I keep trying to remember that quote.
You're intellectual dumbass, and I'm coming.
I love that quote. Anyway, you're intellectual dumbass.
that was part of they threw out. It's a deleted scene in NieR.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got that. That was the secret. That was another secret ending to the game.
Because that was like, I was honestly waiting for almost kind of like something kind of Pulp Fiction-y as a quote in there, just because like when you're having the fight against the machines with their big personifications with each other, and Pod 42 is just like, yeah, why don't we just go ahead and just kind of like overload them by causing replication to constantly just kind of spawn by just not fighting them. And she's like, I swear she's about to say, English, motherfucker, do you speak it? She's like, I don't understand anything you're saying. Just
don't kill? Terms. I don't know what don't kill means, you dumbass.
Dumb.
You dumb. Yeah, when she said that. She's kind of stupid, but she's a combat unit. She wouldn't be smart, right? So, yeah. Anyway. But, yeah, so it's a great game. Every moment in the game is great. Like, all the boss battles are fantastic. Yeah, the game is fun. But the game is also not fun when it gets sad. But
like I said, dude, they were like...
I gotta tip my hat to them because they really did a good job with, like, keeping it in the universe, keeping it faithful to the original, and also being its own thing and a better game. It's definitely a better game gameplay-wise. Like, I'm not even gonna fuck... Even if NieR looked as good as NieR Automata, but had the same gameplay, I'd still say it's a better game. Even though I love NieR.
I'm excited because I will play the Drakengard. I feel like I owe it to. I know I get that it's loose. It's so fucking loose at that part, but I feel like this game has done so much for me and how I felt that I feel like I kind of owe it to, like, all right, let's just dig it through. I actually ordered a copy of Drakengard while we're talking.
Oh yeah.
$36, no manual, but I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah. Complete, I think it goes for like...
Oh, go ahead, Gore.
No, I was just saying, I'm pretty sure complete goes like 45, 50.
Yeah, that's about what I saw. I'm not going to pay $10 for a manual. I don't really care that much.
Yeah, no. If you just want to play it, then...
And you said 2, it doesn't really matter, but I'm still going to play 2, right?
Yeah, 2 is still worth playing. It's just, it's not within canon of everything else within the universe.
It just doesn't matter, because Drakengard is barely in canon. Really.
So wait, so I can skip through 2, 3.
Yeah. Well, because if you're talking about like order chronologically, they're in. It goes 3, 1, NieR Automata.
So 2 doesn't matter. So I can still play. I can Drakengard 1, 3, NieR Automata. Well, I know I get it, Gore, but you know me. I'm gonna try it. Automata. But I can go. If I love everything for some reason, I can go back and play 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that then. Cause like I said, dude, something about NieR just it hit. And so many parts were just so sad, and it wasn't sad like in a grotesque, hateful way as a certain game I'm playing right now. It's sad like
Overwatch.
Yeah, whenever I just see a Genji there
There's a lot of
reflecting,
those
I'm like,
purpose-
whenever I see a
Yeah.
Genji
Whenever I
or
see a Tracer,
whenever I see an Ash powered up by a Mercy pocketing, I'm like,
I get my golf club.
100 foot
so,
robot golf we're talking about. That's part of NieR.
No, I was talking about the new
No,
Rory
we're talking about
McIlroy.
Bioshock. You know,
New Rory McIlroy.
Well, isn't he the name of golf now?
No, but like
Probably not.
dude,
anymore.
some parts, and it just kept. I haven't, like I said, dude, like I felt so shitty going through the amusement park so many times. Like seeing zombified robots was the most saddening thing. 'Cause,
That was
like,
the time where I actually did kill him though, because I felt bad.
yeah, I kind of felt that too, but in the back of
'Cause
my
I was
head,
just
like,
like, they're like, help me. I'm like, this is the best way I could do it, bro. It's like, kill him quick.
yeah.
Also, there's a great place there to grind. So
But like the seeing that, and then like just and like the fucking it went from such a cute robot to like really fucked up being zombified. It hit so hard, and it really, the fact that they gained so much consciousness, and it kind of like progressed too. Like even though like they had it kind of like eased you into that, you know.
right.
Even Engels, dude, when he was like,
Yeah.
Hey,
I
hey,
really love Angles.
hey, can you come back? Why? Well, I'm just here alone. And then
Yeah, bro.
2B's like, are you saying you're gonna be bored? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll come
And
back.
Did you
even
read it?
reading through his like little
Yeah.
diary,
I was just about to say, did you read that stuff?
I
He's
don't
like,
think I
about
have.
like a bird showed up, and I was like, "Sup, bird?" And it's like, oh, I'm bored. It's like, it's really
Yeah.
Well,
good.
even just beyond that, he's like, yeah, I committed that to my protected data files because I don't want to lose that memory. And it's like, Jesus.
So
Yeah,
wait, does the world
God.
guide have
He
some of that stuff in
chose-
there?
I don't know actually.
David?
But
I'm
he
not
chose
sure.
to die too, which is crazy. But
He
Yeah, I
chose to
don't
die.
Ingalls, he like at the end when you're done with his side mission, he's just like, "All right, see ya." He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because
Oh, I didn't finish
9S
it.
is like, oh yeah. Do you want us to say what happens?
Yeah, I'm not
I-
gonna get to. I'm not gonna get to it in a while.
Okay, I
All
already-
right. Yeah,
just
so
told-
9S
Yeah, I know.
during the conversations is like, yeah, don't you know about the sins you fucking committed against androids? He's like, I don't comprehend what a sin is, but sorry, I guess. And then as you kind of keep talking to him, the final conversation, Engels is like, shit, I've had a lot of chance to like just sit and think as I've been kind of alone. I think I now finally understand what this whole sin thing is you were talking about. I'm gonna end myself. It's all I can do as kind of an apology for all the atrocities I've done. I'm sorry for everything, and just dead.
Dead. But that's one thing though. Like that's a I guess not a running theme, but it happens twice where a character says something that is just like the truth, right? Like with Pascal with the children, like, hey, fear's a real thing, whatever. And they tell Angles
God,
like, hey,
that
you
fucking
you
hurt,
commit so
dude.
much sins.
That hurt
But
how
then
Pascal
later-
was.
Them saying that stuff leads to the children in fear killing themselves, and then Angles killing himself because he really thought about it and was really
Yeah,
sad.
dude, that fucking hurt. Pascal's like, this is my fault, and you're like, why? It's like, because I taught them fear and they're scared. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
that's even worse than if they're just killed by
Right.
regular robots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the thing is that kind of hit a little close to home for me for some shit that's happened. But that's one of those things. It's one thing if it was they were killed because then it's like you have something to blame. But in a situation like that, there's no one to blame. That's just.
And then I went and talked around with them, and they're just like, "Are we gonna be okay?" And then, they were all kids, so they're like, "Yeah, I guess we'll try." And then of course Pascal being the only one there is like left, and then all the kids were alone. No one's gonna be there to guide him. And dude, like right before that too, and Pascal was being good old Uncle Pascal, and
Good old Uncle Pascal.
what a fucked up timeline right there, dude.
That's why I let him live. I want him to build
See
it
the
up.
just learn, remember the atrocities.
I want him to learn the atrocities that he committed.
I couldn't too though. Like the way he was like, I can't.
I couldn't though because especially since you never
It
know. Maybe
thematically made
it's another
sense,
game and
yeah.
He shows back up. It's just like,
Well, you made the right choice apparently, but like for me, I was like,
I don't know if I made the right choice. I think I made the right choice. I feel like because the game is about dealing with that. Like even with 9S.
But I think that's That's why it
having to
does
deal
fit,
with it, and 9S doesn't deal with it when 2B dies, and look what his ass rages. So maybe I should delete her memory. Shit, she's gonna go crazy.
Well, because that's the thing is like, yeah, I feel like that's kind of a big thing is definitely because it is about how they all deal with that. I think that is a kind of an important message to have is that sometimes running from the problem is a solution people take, and whether it's the right option is up for debate. But I mean, that's in a situation like that.
That is, it's not spoiling anything, but that is like a theme in like Persona 2, which is cool, where it's like running away and tackling your problems, stuff like that. So it's cool like that. I like that notion.
No, I'm not gonna play. You spoiled it.
You spoiled the theme. Spoilers. Last of Us 2 is about hate.
What? Yeah, I know. I saw the Metacritic user score. I see that.
they pulled it off, right?
They nailed it.
Because Last of Us 2 is about love. This one's about hate. Hey, I saw that score, baby.
Last of Us. Did they say Last of Us Part 1 was about love?
I think so. Well, because it's the bonding I get. Like,
I get it, but all right.
Would not say that still.
Anyway,
I'd say it's about love and hate. I would say the original.
Yeah, well, they said this one's all about hate.
This one's just hate. Well, that makes me really excited to play it again. I know they did compare it to the Holocaust. I think at one point, which was really weird.
No, it was. Are you talking about like the whole discussion that happened?
That's what Jim Sterling says.
So what happened is one of the people, I forget who, like someone.
Schindler's List. I'm sorry.
Someone that played like said that I felt like an emotion like of those kind of games. So I was like, oh, you think it's like the Holocaust, or that's what anyway. But and it's like, no, that's not what it is. It's like it's because the Holocaust that's something, but like being emotionally struck by Schindler's List is not the same camp as being emotionally struck by something like the Holocaust, in my opinion.
Sure. I mean, it's about the Holocaust.
Yeah, but being like struck emotionally,
and even though it's a movie about something that actually happened, a real person,
still a movie.
It's still a movie.
Yes, that's what he was trying to say. But that's what he was trying to say. People that jumped on him were trying to say like, "Oh, well, you're saying you feel that same way about the Holocaust?" It's like, no, it's about a piece of art.
Yeah,
it's related. Yeah. It just happens to be related. Anyway,
yeah, like no one can say Schindler's List.
So we said our point on that. But,
everything about Schindler's List actually happened.
I don't know. I'm curious.
I'm sure some of it. Nobody knows exactly what happened in Schindler's List.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious though, because this game I think nailed nihilism in such a profound way that could easily fucking fall off the like it could have the problem with nihilism and people that sort of like try to like incorporate into art, it's very easy to fall one way of that. It's so easy to be like it's easy to be like you overthink it and you're so nihilistic that it's just like, well, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's very easy to get like cynical to the point where it's not even amusing. But Automata just balanced it. It's so wild. It balanced it. It gave you hope at times. It made you feel bad. It gave you that sort of like middle ground where it's like, can things be okay? And it made you rethink things. It made nihilistic robots, and in a lot of ways what we think too, right? Like, I know David's very nihilist. I can just tell by his fucking nature. But like, that's kind of how it is, right? Like you.
Dude, I fell into nihilism in my teen years and never really left it.
In robots that are not tied with emotion, you're just thinking like, there's no way you get out of this, and yet I felt more emotion in this game than I felt for a lot of other games.
Yeah, me too. Like it's a
like I could have seen, like I could see if I had like this is one of those games, like genuinely how Last of Us 1, how I got my cat and immediately I was like playing Last of Us, like, well, this game hit me. I need a name for this cat. Test.
Name a cat 2B.
I would probably name mine like Pascal. Like if I like
Pascal. Pascal's a good name.
Like that's like genuinely like one of the runnings for it. Cause I love to name my pets like if I can just like here's that and Pascal would be mine because Pascal was such a genuine wholesome character. It's so such a tragic fucking story. And then when you're getting the backstory when you're fighting it and Pascal's like, yeah, I was part of this robot. We fucked up things. I really don't want to do that anymore. And he's like, okay, cool. I got the whole story. I don't need to know anymore. I can't know more. I'm sure I could dig around for that more, but I'm like, I don't need to know more right now. It's like, you're on my side, cool. And then shit happens. Pascal's always like, no, yeah, if you need to kill me, go for it. Shit happens. And then you're just like, well, you're at the end of it now. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I
the best
really
game. By the way, I like the idea of naming your cat after a game you really like. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna name my cat Jackass. Right? That's a good.
Why are you naming Jackass? I like this character.
I like this one character in the background of NieR Automata.
Also the show.
Also, yeah, the show. Yeah, I love the show. Johnny Knoxville. I'm gonna name my dog that.
Johnny Jackass Knoxville.
Yeah, my dog's gonna have a middle name and a last name. Feel like Scooby Doo.
no, honestly. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's not necessarily related to NieR, but I mean, seeing your reactions to this, Adrian, really makes me want you to go through House and Fata Morgana, because goddamn, that game will fuck you up on the same level that this did.
Don't play that anytime soon.
It's too long.
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
yeah, but 90 hours.
No.
When did that game come out, David?
Last year.
The PS4 version was 2019. Hence why it was my game of the year that year.
When though?
January.
Why didn't you pick that instead of Nocturne?
I don't know if I want to read. I'm elected to lead, not to read.
Because if I had to stop and pick between two games that were long, I'm like, well, this one has gameplay, so at least maybe Gore will still enjoy it.
What game?
Nocturne.
Oh god, I'd rather read my own death certificate than.
Anyway,
man, I died of boredom.
That is NieR.
Fucking surprise there.
That's our games gone by for NieR Automata.
No, we're not done.
Oh, what else? I think Casey actually made the perfect point.
What?
He goes, he didn't pick it because he didn't think of it until Adrian said it.
No, I thought about it because I was thinking for next year, but I'm like, this is 90 hours. We're going to be instituting the new rules. This is never happening.
I'll end up doing that on my own eventually.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let me know if you go through it because I want to know your thoughts as you go along.
Yeah,
also, you probably want physical, and that fucking doesn't that cost a lot?
I have a physical.
The limited run was like.
But how about me?
If you find out, let me look on eBay really quick. I found it for like 60.
I will say they are doing a Switch run for that in the near future.
Oh, there you go, Gore.
So.
There you go, Gore.
I just have to wait 5 months for them.
There you go, Gore.
I'm not done. 5 months for fucking shipping. That's it for.
I mean, we're not gonna get to it till then anyway.
I mean, I'm still waiting on my Panzer Dragoon fucking.
I'm waiting for them to fucking do Papers, Please. When the fuck is that happening?
Fucking right. I've been waiting for that because like, this is the last Vita game. Like, all right, cool, I'll fucking buy it.
When the fuck is it?
Game, please.
No, the last PS5 game will be out by the time that comes out. What the fuck?
Vita 2.
Vita 2.
Yeah. Anyway, anyone else have any final thoughts that you want to go through with this?
If there was ever a game that we did for Games Gone By that I was like, this is definitely a game everyone should give an open mind to and go through and play, this is probably that game.
If anyone's in here listening that has not played this game, sorry, but also, I'd just say this. I think this is a good game to go into, even though it breaks one of my rules where I hate playing sequel games without playing the original. Like that's like a weird pet peeve of mine that I hate just doing. I did it with Mass Effect 2, worked out with me because fuck Mass Effect 1's gameplay, even though I want to play it eventually. Yeah, Team Gore. I don't know why Gore's the head of that team, but hell yeah.
Mass Effect.
I have a certain rule about that, but I know this one was kind of differentiated enough. I didn't hear people say like, "Oh, you have to play NieR 1," and it kind of stood out to me. I know it does not.
I feel like it would have been good.
It does not look like the original NieR. It's got its own. No. So I was like, all right, it's connected up. I know I'm gonna love it.
Kind of the character models kind of look like NieR a little bit, but like if NieR came out in 2017 besides 2010 on a limited budget by a different studio.
Right. But like it was far enough away that I was like, all right, you know what, fuck it. And I cannot be happier. I am so head over heels over this game, this world. I'm excited. I just want any sort of feed I can have of this, and if it needs to be me finding a fucking one sentence phrase in a prior game in Drakengard, because Drakengard does not look like my type of game. I already looked at that. I'm like, I'm sure it's fun, but it's not like my time game. But I will fucking do it because I'm like I NieR
Very much a
Automata.
hack and slash.
Yeah, but when I looked at it, I'm looking at my list because I kind of want to go back to it when we do our game capsule. We did with our top 5. My top 10 is gonna look wild now because I think NieR is definitely on there. Like I'd be very
I'm putting NieR in
hard
my top
pressed.
5 now.
I'd be very hard pressed to find NieR not on my list because I felt more emotion in this game than I have for some games that are my top 5 that I was broken over. Like, What Remains of Edith Finch broke me in a way.
Yeah.
Automata like did that, but like for 45 hours.
Yeah.
Where I was
I
like,
get you.
yeah, no, again, not discrediting because I definitely love those games, but like, it's so beyond words. Like I finished the game and I usually do a quick like a tweet about what I thought of the game. And I was like, there's like very little words I can say right now. Like I need a break. I need to take a day, just unwind and unpack that.
Need to play Last of Us Part 2. A fun game.
Need to fucking be pissed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like that's my phrase of it. What do you guys have to say?
I loved it. I really did. I thought it was great. I was glued to the game for the last week or so because I played the majority of it in the last week.
Once you get into the groove of it, it's hard to put down.
Yeah, it is. It's a fucking really fun game. Like we're talking about the story a lot, but the game itself is really
It's half hack and
fun.
slash, half like
shoot 'em
bullet
up.
hell?
It's great
In a way,
it's
almost
so
like,
good.
yeah.
And the way they add that, and the original NieR was kind of like that too, but it didn't do it like this. This game really balances it like perfectly, where it feels like it's
you're
like,
shooting one enemy over there and you're killing one over here.
You know what? You
You're
can do
doing
that, in the original NieR,
that
but,
laser
yeah,
where you're just like, all right, line them up.
the laser I love.
Which I never picked anything other than laser. Honestly, I didn't.
Yeah, actually, I love Mirage.
Missiles the most.
Mirage is my favorite one.
Mirage,
That's the,
I'm
that's the
a-
most anime one you can do, where it just creates a circle around and you just like zip around and start slashing people.
I
use
gotta
Mirage all
do
the
that
time.
one.
I love that one because you lure a bunch of people into you, and you have like 7-8 guys around you, and you go, all right, watch this shit, guys. And you just like swipe them all dead, and they all explode
Yeah,
at the same time. It's really
again,
good.
like when I go my playthrough, do a like fresh start. I'm gonna go through and do. I'm gonna fuck around with like faster cooldowns and do all that because auto heals were so good. Like it
Mhm.
got to the point where it was like kind of broken, where I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, it's good
But
stuff.
yeah, anyway, so you loved it. It was fun and
Yeah, I loved it. The original NieR I played back when it first came out. I love it. I actually have a review for the original NieR. I think I gave it like a 9. It's great.
I can't wait to play the sequel one day. It says Gordon.
Yeah, I can't wait until the sequel comes out 7 years from now, and I skip it for 3 years. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, it's just like, yeah, I love the original. I was very excited for a sequel, but it took me a little while to play, and I'm very happy I did. It was great. Love the story. I think it's very deep and emotional. Characters are instant classic characters. They're not just like the tropes too. Like a lot of people will look at the way characters are dressed in this game and go, it's very similar to Zero Escape, where Zero Escape has really great characters, but they choose the most like unfitting attire for a character that actually has so much depth. And
Right.
yeah, it's way crazier with Zero Escape than it is with NieR.
I'm sorry,
But,
like fucking 999. You just see, bam.
yeah, like no, not even 999. Like that one's bad, but fucking Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward, where she's just literally wearing just a like necklace and that's it. It's like whoa,
Well, bam!
All right. Yeah, it's like bam. Go bow.
I cannot wait for eventually one of us to get through David to get to the Zero Escape series because, damn, he's gonna love that.
Yeah,
I've been honestly because I'm trying to plan out my games gone by for season 2, and I've been toying with the idea of throwing one of those on there.
yeah. They're long games. Be done.
We will have to. I'm gonna say we're gonna. I gotta edit Undertale still. I've been procrastinating so hard. David keeps forgetting to remind me, and I just keep remembering when I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
If I
I need
could
to-
separate more, I'll start. I mean, I can separate them if you. If you
Yeah,
really want.
well, I need that, but I also need the audio because I think these do well in audio. I think these do
Sure.
very well in audio, so I'm gonna make its own audio podcast directory as well. We
Sure.
can do that.
Agreed.
That way people can just like skim through and because at this point we have how many episodes? Like we're gonna have 18 in the next 2 months. And I think that's a juicy enough slice of a show for us to be like, all right, well, we can.
Yeah, and I still need to also get everything fully uploaded to the main channel again, so that way when I put out my Evercade, we have the full backlog for everyone to go through.
Anyway, any final thoughts? Final thoughts before you send everything out.
This game Masterpiece. Fucking go play it if you haven't already. If you haven't already, what the fuck did you listen to us talk about it all this long for? But yeah, no, absolutely fantastic.
Play the game. Do it now. Don't fuck around.
Vote Def Jam. Fight for New York.
And also, I just want to end this by saying, if you're feeling down right now, and
wait, hold on for a second. I'm gonna still go through the whole thing where we're gonna go through and recap everything. Do you want that final thought after that? Because I'm not gonna end it right there.
I wasn't even gonna talk about the fucking game.
I thought you were gonna do a funny final thought before I end the podcast.
No, it wasn't really a funny final thought. I'm just gonna say if a recent game disappointed you and you're not really too and you're not too happy with it, SpongeBob, then you can play this game. It's free on Game Pass. And
are you disappointed in it?
No, I was joking. Like, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Thanks. He threw me off again. But you can get it for $20 on PS4. Please do it. And if you have Game Pass, that's fucking free. I mean, that's the best thing you can get right now on Game Pass. And there's a lot of really good things. But like NieR Automata is really almost flawless. Some visual and
I would almost I would like hedge on close to 10 out of 10 game for me, honestly.
Honestly, I don't think
I would
needs to be perfect.
Yeah, no, I disagree.
10. I don't think a game needs to be perfect.
Yeah, when people say it needs to be
perfect, but
I disagree when people say it's a perfect game, because I mean, yeah, sure, some games can be perfect. I think I think the perfect can apply to someone personally. Not an overall perfect game, you know, like
I'd give
there are games
a 10 out of 10, but
yeah, but that's a game built for you and it's a perfect game for you, you know, like
yeah, I love that game.
I get that, but I would hedge close on giving.
Red Dead.
I was pointing at David. I was like, what do you do?
Yeah, he's not 10 out of 10.
No, I would, dude. It's so wild that 2020, like, I mean, a wild year. I'm not talking about that. But, like, the games I've set up for myself this year.
What happened?
Killer Bees or something like that. They disappeared. We're fine now.
Killer Queen Black?
Yeah.
We should play that.
Yeah. It's just wild that I've set up so many of these games that I've played, like Persona 5 Royal now.
God of War.
Red Dead 2 I played for the first time. Let me just for funsies. I'm gonna scroll through my.
You played Last of Us again.
Play Last of Us again.
You're gonna play Last of Us 2. You played Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger for the first time.
You played you played Barkley for the first time.
Doom. I played Doom for the first time.
Doom for the first time.
Resident Evil 2.
Barkley.
Stop talking about it.
Sorry, I should bring up Barkley more. Sonic versus Mega Man, or
no, I didn't beat that, so it's still on my list.
Sorry, that's Sonic.
I didn't beat it yet. It'll be on my list eventually because I still got that last boss.
Sonic versus Mega Man. Dude, the boss fights in that game would be so stupid.
I still stand by Hypnospace Outlaw's fucking amazing.
Okay, I haven't played it, so.
Coffee Talk was fun.
Coffee Talk.
Resident Evil 3 and 2, Last of Us.
Good.
I still, even though it wasn't the best, I think Final Fantasy Remake was still fun. Chrono Trigger. It's wow. We're only halfway through this year.
Yeah, and you've played a bunch of games that didn't even come out this year.
Royal did.
Yeah.
Two games you played that you liked this year, right? I guess you loved. But Persona 5 Royal is still... It has a lot of new stuff. I get it.
I do. Well, again, I've said this, but Persona 5 Vanilla, not a top 10 game.
Fuck that game.
Persona 5 Royal is top 3 game.
Wow.
Like that content at the end is like what brings it home. I think it's a lesser game without that content now.
Shin Megami Cuck. No wonder you love.
Nocturne.
Love big Nocturne. Yeah. No wonder you love Nocturne.
I can see in your fucking eyes, you fucking traitor.
I think even David could tell you this, that Nocturne is not going to be like Persona at all.
No, I know.
It's going to be boring. It's gonna have characters.
I honestly just want to play it for the music. That's kind of it right now. Honestly.
No, the music's terrible too. It sounds like Atari shit. It's terrible. It's like beep boops and that's it. It's horrible. What, you upset?
Persona 3. I'd play that.
Yeah, play that. I would have played that. I would have played that. But no.
What was that face? Now we're fucking with David. We're excited to play Nocturne.
No, I'm not. I'm not fucking with you. Don't fucking put words on my mouth.
So, yeah, that's it. But man, this has been a wild year for games gone by so far, and we're not even done yet. So next month, Gore coming in hot with Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yeah.
That is our July 31st game. David coming in controversially hot with Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne in August 28th. And then September 25th, it's either going to be Def Jam Fight for New York, Detroit Become Human, or My Friend Pedro. It's a good little mix of games we have there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
If you want to put that poll up now, you can go ahead and do that. So if you're watching stream, go check Gore's page.
I will.
I'll link that on Twitter too, and we'll have that poll out. And usually it's kind of decided by the first day, so you don't really need to see too much. So by the time you listen to this episode, if you're watching live, this will be up by noon your time. So if you're watching this live, go check that out. Do that poll so that way you guys we'll kind of have an idea during me and Gore's stream watch party tomorrow night what game we'll be playing. And after that, it's season 2.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
And I think,
okay.
I think we'll do the order for season 2 during the Shadow of the Colossus episode. That way, in case whoever's doing an October episode needs a little bit more time to give us a heads up, because we will have a couple months just in case. It's not going to be that long, but that way we just have a good idea of what we're going, then we can plan ahead.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Green Super Flash says, "I know what I'm voting for."
It better be fucking Europe.
And there are Gore more excited to lose in his life.
Yeah.
It's because my virginity. Something that everyone loves.
Yeah, that's true.
No one heard mine.
I heard you. I got you, Gore.
Okay, good.
I didn't hear you.
His virginity, he wants to lose.
What was the third game? Oh, that's my game.
That's how much he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
I
wanted to keep up with the PlayStation fanboy route, so I kept picking up PlayStation.
People can shut the fuck up about you being
Even though I think it's on Steam now, isn't it? Detroit?
Yeah.
It's or Epic Game Store, or whichever one. I don't fucking know. Yeah, now everybody hates it. That's the shit. It's only good with
I do Horizon 1 before Horizon 2 still.
That's okay. Alright, there you go.
Alright.
It's up.
Once again, if you like this and you watched on YouTube, hit us with that like. Hit us with the comments if you liked some of the stuff we did here. Didn't like some of it too. We will also. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys preface in the beginning of Blue Rubies next week. Remind me. BRP. Is it right, or is it what is Blue Rubies podcast?
BRP at bluerubies.com.
Yes. That will be our new email we'll use for Games Gone By impressions. So in case you're not with us in the stream, if you want to talk some thoughts and give us some heads up we can read on the podcast and give us some other impressions, give us what other people thought. We'll start doing that. It'll be kind of like, we'll kind of revamp a little bit more for season 2, make it a little more inclusionary.
Yeah, because I'd love to hear, especially because, we see like Green Super Flash, you talk a little bit about playing along the games with us. I'd love to have like actual, like a little concise blurb or something from you to be able to go ahead and kind of read during these segments. Casey, I guess you can, submit shit too. You may not read it.
And hopefully I would like to keep with the trend of, even though it's fun getting a reveal, I think it's nice to get a trend of what games we have going forward. That felt really nice for me to kind of like pace out other stuff I want to play. So maybe when we do have Shadow of the Colossus announced in our new order, that we can, by the time Nocturne happens, we'll have we can have games announced, even though we'll have the September game knocked out too. So get that already, guys. And shout outs for the subs once again while I'm up here. We stream these. Join for our streams. We like to listen to the chat too, so that's a fun time. We hang out too. If you're watching this on Friday, Gore and I are gonna stream that night. 2000s commercials. We're gonna fuck around, talk shit for a bit. It'll be fun. Maybe I'll play Celeste afterwards, depending on how late it goes. We'll see. Yeah, jump on the streams though. They're fun. And Gore is doing a lot more streams too for stuff that comes out of the reactionary stuff that we have. Sometimes it didn't work. Like today didn't really work because Twitch wanted to be a dick.
Yeah, Twitch was being annoying. I was like, "There's no way I'm watching this laggy." One thing I want to say though, Tenet got delayed,
No, did it?
but just until August.
Damn it!
What's the point?